Polished face, yo.
True connoisseurs know what PUBG is, bro.
Exactly. There's people in there who's like, hold up, and be on there and just finishing this game of PUBG. Then another guy's like, you play PUBG, bro?
Yeah,
you good?
We need Madden group now.
Yeah, exactly. Madden PUBG group.
Madden PUBG group. He's like, Kyle's just pissed. It's like, why the fuck y'all playing this? There's lightsabers in Fortnite.
You're still talking about it.
Shut up, bitch. Like,
thank you, everybody, watching Friday Fergcast. We're here for you. Let's kill these right now. Let's get it out. We're going to talk to you.
It's not a lot, bro. It's not a lot.
It was a lot. It's still nothing. Real to me, damn it.
It's nothing. I crush those every day, bro. You should have some fucking bro. It reminds me, like, for before the holiday party Friday, one of the people I work with, like one of the coolest dudes that we know, he brought me these two like big ass like Belgian beers. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the cast doesn't know.
I'm sorry. Well, you should have just said, remember those Belgian beers my boy got me? I told you about. You know?
I don't remember. Okay, whatever.
You didn't say it like that. Anyway, how you say something. So you can repeat it, but you got to say it like I know.
Those bottles that they come in, they're easily like 40s, bro. That's the size of them. They're easily that's what they come in. Cork topped and shit, whatever, you know. So I get halfway through it, and then I realize these things are 10%, bro.
Damn.
So I got halfway.
No, it's 5.
Yeah, exactly. So I got halfway through it, and I was just like, bro, these are... So like it just got me tripping out for a second. I was just like, oh shit.
Like, fucked up. I'm more fucked up than I thought it was. Out of nowhere, you're more fucked up. It's like you feel more fucked up.
Anyone else really? It's hot, man. Like it's
second ago driving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it would make me question it, but thankfully I had a designated driver. It's good, you know. Ray was driving. Bitch, like,
if anybody sees a fiend out here walking around with Michael Kors purse, y'all let us know. I'm on a search still.
Can you give a description of this Michael Kors purse?
Black Michael Kors purse, big, big tote style.
Yeah. Again, we're looking for a fiend.
If they have some makeup, you would imagine a fiend, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, bro. That just really, it didn't bother me that much. It really didn't bother neither of us that much. We kind of ate it because we're like, all right, her money and everything was inside. We brought the presents in last night, thank God.
Yeah.
But it was like, it more just took a shot at humanity from me. It was like, bro, who's the petty motherfucker running around here on Christmas fucking Eve breaking into cars? Yo? Yeah. Bro, I've broken into 100 cars. Maybe not 100. Let's say I've broken into 50 cars. I've never broke a window, bro. I've never went to a car that had a car seat in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They broke our window and we had a car seat in that bitch. Like, it's horrific, bro.
Perfect people. Like, what the fuck are y'all? Yeah, I mean, like...
That's a person just is like, fuck karma. It is not real.
Fuck everything. Fuck everything.
Fuck karma, whatever. Is not real.
That's exactly
That's how they feel. There's no way you do that believing in karma.
I mean, you just might be like, I got bad karma on me anyway, so fuck it. How else worse can it get?
I killed someone.
It's like these are like, I'm trying to like he's trying to frantically fix every bad karma he's getting by committing more things that cause bad karma. Like, like it's just like he's a heroin addict, he steals. Okay, well, he gets kicked out of his house. That would be in turn like the bad karma, you know what I'm saying? Come back to get him. So he's like, now I got robbed. I'm trying to fix all these. Like, he does believe in karma, but he's just like, I gotta do bad things to fix these bad things happening to me. So
I donated that purse to charity.
No, he uses it to buy heroin.
He takes the dealer off. He's just like, but I got on my boy's high.
But that's my other thing. Like, how do these fiends move shit? Because I'm just like, immediately, I'm like, that purse is fake. If you're trying to sell it to me, it's fake.
Well, you could do, you know what I mean?
There's a fiend,
They just know if a shit's fake. Though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. So, I mean, I remember that's the best. That's one thing that's cool about Bottle My Barter. Be like seeing people post it on there, and other people hop on and be like, bro, like, look at that sole of those shoes. Those are fake.
My cousin used to work at the Gold Club. I swear, she was like an expert with purses. She used to love bringing it up too. It was so embarrassing. She would let it be around the bitch. She's like, you know it's fake, right? And I'm just like, you just lied to her. She's under 10-year boyfriend bought her this. Like, you know what I mean?
That's just someone trying to like, drop a bitch down.
That was the thing on 90 Day Fiance. The girl's like, I just want to go to the drawer and make sure my ring's real. And he's like, make sure it's real. You think I would get you a fake ring?
Yeah, it's like, oh.
You know what I didn't like?
Oh, bro.
Let's speak on some shit though. You know what I did not fucking like? Yo, fuck that guy who goes around running up on people with the real drawer test. Have you seen that dude?
I've seen a couple people do that,
he
bro.
He did Post Malone, yo, and like Post Malone got some like 8 necklaces, and he's hoping that he gets famous off of finding that Post Malone's wearing some fake jewelry.
Right.
Every diamond on that bitch was real.
Yeah.
I wanted to spit in his face, bro, because like Post Malone literally seems like a good, gullible dude.
Yeah.
Like, he just seems like a good dude that, like, okay, maybe he's not a good dude, but he's like a laid back guy that's just like,
he's not a bad dude.
why would you want to make him feel bad? Exactly. Why
Yeah.
would you want to try and make him feel bad? Expose him on TMZ on camera for some fake diamonds, whether they're real or fake. And he shoves it in your face and says, bitch, all this shit's real. And I got 8 chains.
Exactly. And I'm Post Malone, bitch. Who are you? Like,
that shit just bothered me, though. I feel like I don't like that shit,
I think
bro.
that same guy went and did
trying to exploit people.
I think he did like normal people in the streets too, you know? You know what I'm saying? I think he did when I just tested other people's shit, just walking by in the mall, you know?
That shit might be funny if you go in the hood. I'll give you balls for that. Just go in the hoods and go to people.
I think like it's just internet funny, you know? Because I think there's like a line of what internet funny is, you know what I'm saying?
Funny to me.
You know? But see, it's not all things we find funny. It could be, you know, we're not gonna think all internet funny things are funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
people
just
do
saying,
some petty shit.
There's a line
where
you go like, okay, I don't think that's funny. But there's also a line where you go like, that person should be punched in the face. That's how I feel about that person. Like, you should get popped.
Then like you see like, you know, 3.3 million other people. They're just like, yeah, you know, this is funny as fuck. Like, yeah, shove this shit down my fucking throat. Like,
must not care much about your friends. That's how I feel. Must not care much about people and people's feelings.
I think it's a super numbing, like, thing we're experiencing where people just don't feel, because like you have access to so much terrible shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you don't even feel.
Well, I've made my argument with that.
You know,
I don't believe that. I totally disagree with that.
People don't feel it. I don't think a lot. I think a lot of people. You know. Until it happens to them, you're right. Until it happens to them.
A little too tight.
Yeah.
But I never believed that. I've made my argument on that. I actually believe that I've said that I believe videos and video games actually make you more sensitive towards the situation. I would like to go public with that. I wish I was like a Jordan Peterson. I could have a debate with someone about that. I don't have all my facts down, but I think I'm on the right track there of believing that, like, here's the thing, right? Roll with me on this, right? 50 years ago, right? We're in the neighborhood. How do you know about bad things in the world? How would you possibly know? 50 years ago. It's 1950.
Yeah.
How would you know, right? You don't know at all unless your daddy or mommy told you.
Right.
Or teacher or something like that, right? And still, that's their perspective, right? Now, should a 10-year-old be watching The Mosque Murderer? Fuck no, right? No, we don't want that. But I'm saying, like, the fact that they can, like, go on YouTube and see a lion hunt a zebra, I think that makes you more sensitive to a situation than non-sensitive, right? Desensitized. Because I think you understand, you go, when you watch that, you go, fuck, you know, it hurts a little bit. You're like, it does make you sad a little bit.
Well, you know, that
you would have never seen that.
Those are those types of videos, right? I'm talking about the ones where you see that guy doing the chain shit. People find it funny. You see the people who do those weird, like, stupid pranks on people. Like, I mean, like, there are people who do like fake pranks to the extreme where like they'll like fuck up someone's car, some dumb shit. You know, people eat that shit up.
People do, but that's certain people.
Yeah.
But like me and you are
I
here
think
right
it's the
now.
majority.
But you think the majority?
I mean, why do you think they get so many views? You know, well, that's what I'm saying. You know,
oh, so many views. You're saying 3.3 million views. That's not so many views.
Yeah, so many. Well, I mean, like
that's
a typical Facebook view. But then you have that across the board where they have those 3.3 million views across the board. You know what I'm saying? Then like, you know, you have other instances where people get to 20 million. You know, 3.3 on Facebook is a good number. On Facebook, it's a small number. I mean, on Facebook, it's a good number. On YouTube, it's a small number.
7 billion people in the world. 7 billion people in the world. We're just going in the world.
How many people have access to internet?
Let's say 1 billion.
You know.
So if you got 3, that's not that impressive. If you got 3 million, that's not that impressive. If you do the percentages of it, I feel.
But then you shorten it down to like age categories. What age categories down? Like then you see like this type of like age category where you have like
now you're going
children.
Why you have the views, right? Because the younger kids are seeing that and maybe they think it's funny. But like me and you were saying right now, like that's not cool. We both believe that's not cool.
But like we, you know, like there was definitely a huge majority of our age group that would definitely find that funny. You know.
I think a lot. Not the people I know. I don't think a lot of people I know would find that very funny. Maybe what I'm saying. Hold up. What I'm saying is that is funny. Right? That is funny. I didn't like how you carried that situation. Like you're trying to expose this dude on camera so that you become famous for it. I didn't like it like that. Right?
That's the DiamondChecker itself. You know, we carry that around everywhere. You know,
didn't like that.
You're trying to expose people, and then you get some views off it because people find it funny. You know,
where like you remember, like there was a video where like Tekashi 6ix9ine is in the drawer, and They test like some shit that he got, and it ends up being fake.
Yeah.
He was at a drawer. It's his own video.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
But like this guy running around like, let me touch your shit. Let me touch your shit. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't like that shit. I don't like people like that.
No, I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you on that. But I mean, like people do wild shit to get views nowadays. Where like you go as far as to like people faking whole like scenarios, you know, faking a whole scenario.
I had to
like,
break one to the group chat yesterday, bro. They shared one on there of like this guy that I know is a YouTube personality or a Facebook personality, whatever you want to say. And he's on there and he like goes up to these people that are smoking with a kid in the car. I don't know if you've seen that one. And like they shared it to me and like he ends up like pushing the guy into a trash can. And I'm like, I messaged him like, bro, this is fake, bro. This is a fake video, yo. And it's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dog. Like this guy, I didn't even have to go into this specific video because this guy literally makes fake videos. This is what he does. So I'm just like, look at this guy. That's what he does. You hear the voice, like this is the voice and everything. It's that guy. But plenty of times you still gotta tell people like that's a fake video, bro. For me, I'm not trying to say I'm special or anything like that, but I think my empathy really helps me on those videos because I know what a genuine reaction looks like.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, that's not just because he said fuck, don't make it
kind of like feel around it, you know? You feel around it, you know? And like there's like me, whenever I know it's fake, I immediately go to cringe. That's where I immediately go, where I'm just like, oh bro, they didn't even sell it.
That's my thing about this one because it's like this guy was just trying to look like a good guy. Lying. Just lying. Trying to act like it's a real video.
Yeah, exactly, man.
And they're like, he wasn't fucked his dad up that was smoking with his kid in the car. It's like, what the fuck? Are you trying to get some bitches off a fake video?
And that's what, I mean, like I said, like that's the extent of which they're going. Like where you have people where like they'll go and they'll be like, oh look, I'm gonna pull his car wrap off his Audi R8. And it's like a $300,000 wrap. And I'm pull it off and fuck it up. And they do that the whole time. The guy's on it, whose cars it is. You know what I'm saying? And like he had intentions of getting the new wrap, and they're like, yeah, then we're just gonna surprise him with a new wrap after that. Once he's all pissed off for a couple of days, like I was like, no, you probably had intentions of fucking that wrap up, planned the whole video. Then like you were gonna get a new wrap anyways, or come off anyway. You know,
you made it up.
It's like there's a Facebook group where he was like he has they just do some crazy shit. He threw a whole can of paint in the backseat of the dude's car, but the car's like a burner car. Like you see the car premiere in like 80% of their car prank videos. They cut a sunroof into it. They put fish into the fan system, the AC system. They put the paint in the back of the car. They fucking like took a door off or some stupid shit. Like did everything that you could possibly do, but it's the same car in the same video all throughout. And it'll be someone different car every time. And it'll be like, yeah, it's definitely fake, man. You see people share it all day, you know? It's fake.
The cringiest ones to me are the ones where like, look at this gold digger. Right? And it'll be like a completely set up video of like the baddest bitch walking down the street. Oh, I'm broke right now. Will you go out with me? No. Oh, and then he pulls up in a Lambo. Will you go out with me? Yeah, I'll go out with you. Oh, you're a gold digger. I don't want you. It's like, dog, this whole thing was constructed.
I remember those.
And how do you guys not know? I feel like people are just at the point where they're just like, I know it's fake. I don't care. People have told me that. People have legit told me that before. But it's like, it's funny.
Because it generates views, you know? It's like, at that point, it's like, whoa.
It's fake.
Look, I call it a prank, but like in reality, it's a skit. Like,
right.
It's like, you know, it's a skit prank.
And the whole time they're like,
it's like punked.
It's fake.
Punk was always fake. Like, it's
fake.
There was one where like the dude did the same thing, but instead he pulled out money. And then like she was like, oh, you know, on second thought, I'll go out with you. And he's just like, oh, I just pulled out some money, so now you want to go out with me? Matter of fact, and he throws the money in her like at her chest, like so softly. He's just like, matter of fact, here, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. And like it's so fake. Literally just like he's like, here, get the fuck out of my face, then gold digger. You know, like he just like throws it at her, like just like, but it's so sad. She's just like, you fucking dickhead. Like, it's, like exactly. You know, it's like,
get out of there.
I don't care what you just did to me.
I didn't have to fuck you and get a stack.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Bye. It's like
every day you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna find a kid.
Because I was about to fuck you for that stack, but now you're just throwing it at me. So whatever. I've done worse for this. Like this amount of money.
Fuck you for 2 stacks, but you fuck for 1 stack deal.
Yeah, exactly. Or like whatever was in your hand, fuck it. It could be 800.
What if you gotta go in prices on like a top-notch escort? Like, what can they possibly ask for?
I think sometimes they want upwards of like 5 because like.
But you can't ask for $100K.
No.
Ain't no pussy.
I mean, you can. I mean, that might be debatable for some people.
I feel like that's when you're buying virgins and like one of them Hell in the Cell chamber type of shit.
Oh yeah, like all fucking taken type deal. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you would think so, but like, what, like, same thing, like, when you see the soccer, like, the young talent gets picked up for a lot of money. You get that, the prostitution rate, the young, it's hard, they can sell for more.
Talk about it. Right? I don't know if you've seen the one article I sent you, bro. They had a young boy that was, I want to say 8 years old. The neighbors didn't even know he existed.
Oh, was that?
He spent his entire life in an attic, right? They said for the last 3 years, he had not seen light. He was malnourished, and they all raped him consistently for his entire life, bro. And for 3 years, he did not see light, Steven.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Is that not like some of the most horrific shit you ever heard, Steve?
From
Steve,
birth,
put yourself there.
From birth.
Just for a second, just listen to that and put yourself there, bro. Yeah. Every day you wake up, you see nothing. A door opens, you get fucked. A door closes.
Yeah.
Over and over and over for years upon years, bro.
That's all you know.
Person don't deserve to die.
That's all you know. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I think it'd be like good to clear up. It's like I don't think that's not deservable of death. You know what I'm saying? I never said that. I think all these people kind of deserve death. In their own way.
So what are you saying?
But I mean, that was my whole thing from the jump that I've always said was that like I just don't see like we've been down this road before. Like the governments of today,
you're
doing
shit like that. Who deserves that, right?
I'm not saying who. I'm not determining who deserves anything.
No, you're saying like no. You're saying I said that wrong.
Yeah.
I meant like you're saying like who should get to take someone's life.
Yeah, saying, right? That's what I'm having. That's what I'm like, not imagining. It's not what I'm imagining.
Okay, I'll do it. Give me the chance. Let's sign up. Let's sign up a registration form of executioners. Executioners can be
you'll have no problem doing that.
Executioners can be like jurors. Right? We can do executioners like jurors, bro. I'll sign up. A lot of people would sign up.
You have no problem with that, bro. I'd sign up. You'd have no problem doing that, bro.
So who would do it? Me. I do it.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I just don't think a government will ever move that way. I don't think I'll ever go that way. Don't think I'll ever go that way.
It's like if you say that, then you're saying that person doesn't deserve death penalty. That's what you're saying.
No, you can't put that on someone. Because I fully believe that they deserve death. All I'm saying is that I don't think what you'll see. This is all I'm saying. You'll never see government entities, governments around the world, like America, going to like routes of like mass executing like child predators. Like you won't see that. You will never see that. I don't think you'll ever see that happen.
You're making now.
I'm not making an argument right now. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to say like that's what I've ever said from the beginning. I never ever sat here and determined how anyone deserved death. I do think people deserve shit like that. I just never thought, or never think ever that governments will move forward doing that.
You got something good going. Let's take this shot right here. And I'm gonna explain some shit I've been thinking about. This is Shit Show Live. Keep coming, keep tuning in. Been some great talks. Now listen. We've been down this road before.
Yep.
But sometimes I'll be thinking a little deeper on shit afterwards, right? Let me talk here. Number one. Let's get down to the fact of like when you're saying that'll never happen, right? Well, why will that never happen, right? Because like we talked about, like I believe, just saying what I believe completely here,
right.
That the upper echelon also rape kids, right? So they don't want that type of penalty, right? Would you say that that's the same reason why that would never happen? Or what do you think the reason is that will never happen? That we're okay, like we're totally okay executing a murderer, but not a rapist.
So that's the thing. Like also, what Clive was like with the last time we talked about this was that like, yeah, we still take up executions, but like the levels at which we've done them have significantly gone down over the years. No matter who's on death row, the amount of people on death row have also gone down.
But we also, like we've talked about before,
we're still it's the old system. It's the old system. We're still taking care of it. But like we have more states than ever don't do the death penalty. More states than ever in America's history have at this point do not do the death penalty. On ground rulings by government entities that it's Eighth Amendment. It's cruel and unusual punishment.
Who voted on it, right? Let's say 8 people voted on
I
it.
don't think 8 people voted on it, but like
let's say
basic governing bodies of the.
Well, we did our odds, right?
The state governments.
Let's just stay with our statistics, Steve. Remember, we said our statistics. You won super high. I just said like 40, right?
Yeah.
Say 40, 50%.
Right.
If 8 people voted, right, we're saying 4 of them like the fuck kids. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the same people that vote on that law.
Yeah, but
you just get what I'm saying about that.
But this isn't specific. This is like this is what they use like across the board, whether it be murder or whatever type of offense puts you on types of death row.
Steve,
you know, you could be a mass murdering serial killer, child rapist, and they want to put you on death row.
Let's get into this discussion, Devin. I didn't want to go down this route, but why? Why, Steve? Why is death penalty non-existent? Steve over here thinks it's because we got less people to kill. We don't trust the system. It's 100% not that.
See,
brother.
that's not what I said at all. Where we have less people.
You're saying you're saying we want less people to kill. We want to kill less people.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
Saying?
What I'm saying is this is what the government's doing. This is what they do in the government. I've never said any of the things that you just said. That's just said. This is what I said.
Why do you think they're doing it?
We have less people on death row, not because of whatever you just said. We have less people on death row because we have less states participating in the death penalty, so people don't get sentenced to death row.
Okay,
they're sentenced life sentences.
Okay,
right. Away in prison
so
for
why
life.
do you think that is?
You know, whether it being people, like I said, you know, whether the state ruling it under like the 8th Amendment or whatever. You know, this is what I'm saying.
What do you believe, Steve? What do you believe?
What I believe completely changes this whole conversation we're having. I agree with everything you're saying. You know,
why do you believe? Just answer that.
I don't believe that. I'm telling you what the government's doing.
I
agree with you. We've been here before. We have a high-ranking child sex society.
I'm not even trying. I'm going a different way on this. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm going down a different discussion of just give me your answer of why do you believe they are going away from the death penalty?
Like I said, because of being based off the 8th Amendment, possibly. You know, where this is
that what you believe? It's the 8th Amendment.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. That might be. I think that's what I'm saying. I think this is what they're going off of. This is how I think they're rationalizing their decisions.
So you think they're going?
I think they're going for that. That's what they're arguing it for. I'm not sure what other reason you could argue it for other than under that ground, other than like, well, we said 8th Amendment. Like that's the only way I could see them arguing that. You know?
Okay. Well, I was just completely think that would be blown out of the water, right? With the fact that we privatized prisons. It's worth money to keep these people alive now, Stephen. We no longer want to kill them, brother. We want you to spend 50 years in the federal system so that we can cake the fuck out. Because the same people that voted for no death penalty are the same people that got money from private prisons, are the same people that are connected with the judges, that are connected to private prisons with the attorneys, the defense lawyers, everything. That's why they don't fucking want people to die anymore. Because they make fucking profit every fucking year after they keep all of these low-life fucking scum that would have been wiped off the earth in any given smart time throughout universe. The moment they privatized prison, you privatized life. And that's why they don't want you to have an abortion. That's why they don't want you to have the death penalty. Everything is worth money. The moment you're born, you owe them money. You're in debt.
That's an interesting take. Listen. That's an interesting take because typically abortion is something that, you know, people, they like you said, they want you to have abortions. That's typically like a Republican conservative thing.
Steve,
you know?
Listen. I got money to privatize prisons.
Listen. And then who wants to get rid of the death penalty? What states do get rid of the death penalty? Democratic states, not Republican states.
Listen,
states in the South still execute.
Steve,
you know, that's what I'm saying.
Steve,
that argument doesn't make sense.
Steve, I got stocks in private prison, right? You're a black couple having a child in Baltimore City. You're having a boy. Statistics show, 28% of them, right? It's actually, I think it's like 40, will go to jail in their lifetime.
Right.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You killing that baby, I don't benefit from. I want you to have a child, and I want them to go to prison.
But that's what I said. But what you see in, like I said, democratic states where they don't support the death penalty, but they also support the right to abort children
all around.
It kind of flip flops where it's like, you know, it's like it just like everything up until you said that's what they want with the abortion type thing. Because it's like people, like I said, they argue that all day.
First of all, I don't feel like that at all, because when you're looking at the Republican states, they are going against abortion. That's the one place.
That's what I'm saying. They want to ban abortion and they support the death penalty.
Listen, no one's done that, right? No one's done that, right? They want to.
Right.
But no state in America has done that. You got one county in Alabama that just said you got to listen to the heartbeat and shit. No one's done that. It's a Supreme Court ruling, right? That we're going to allow it or don't allow it, right?
Yeah.
They do not want you to get rid of a money maker. I mean, let's not even go from prison, right? Let's go another route of, you've seen the straw man theory, right? Of the fact that when you were born, you owe the government X amount of dollars. They predict what you're going to earn and what you're going to pay in your lifetime. Off the jump, you're already predicted in the treasury, bro. They want those bodies, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's all, and like, I've talked to you before, right? How I think it's always a curveball, right? So when they say like the elite want, the population decreased, they want to have like this little spot for them and shit like that. I don't believe that at all. Maybe at one point,
right,
they will want that when there's no longer capable. But every person born is $1 in these motherfuckers' pocket, dog. So that I lose money if I execute you in prison. I lost money. I paid for your trial and I paid to execute you. But if I got money, which is somehow allowed, how is a judge allowed to take donations from anybody involved in a private prison? There's a whole different discussion for another day, right? But somehow that's allowed. And I mean, we seen the PA judge. That was the saddest case of all. Sent teenagers to jail on purpose because he directly was back from a juvenile facility.
Yep.
They don't want to kill people. They want them to stay alive. We need to kill people. People like that should go right
100%.
100%,
bro. 100%,
And I think it's a scam that they're going away. I don't think it has nothing to do with the 8th Amendment. And that was my only whole argument.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing I wanted to clear was that, like, I never once, like, ever went against saying that, like, this is what I believe. Like, I'm just saying, I'm going off, like, what I think is happening in front of me, with what's going on, like, with that. Like, it's just weird because it's like.
Well, I hope I make a counter argument.
Huh?
I hope I made the counter argument then.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Definitely, Definitely, 100%,
Because I don't think they give a fuck about the 8th Amendment. I really don't.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I saw your stats. It's probably they don't really care about like the first two.
It's the first two. That's the only one that people know.
That most people don't know what number it is. I believe it's the 4th. The search and seizure.
Yeah. And then 5th is the
people are like, you can't search me. People know that one, but they usually don't know what number it is.
Yeah.
So I think I want to say I know all 10 of them. But I probably can't remember that.
I'm not saying I'm perfect here by any means. I was not trying to imply that I can name every amendment.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you only know the ones that they keep reminding you of. You know what I mean? Like, that seems to be the thing. I've talked about this with you before, but it's funny how many people I've had to explain this to lately. Of like, I was just talking to Tyler about this the other day where it's like, he's like, I don't understand why the news keeps pushing this certain shit. We were talking about actually like hormones, basically, like how like gender neutral shit. He's like, I don't understand. I'm like, well, bro, it's not about news no more, bro. The moment you made it about views, the money's in the views now. That's why like people will just say some crazy ass shit. And they're like, they want you to be like, oh my God, can you believe they said it's crazy ass shit? That's money. That's more money, bro. Like,
exactly. I mean, it's why people are like, wow, why is this article like so clickbaity? Like the headline. It's all about the headline. Just like what they used to do with papers when they sold them, they put the best headline on the front so people would buy the whole paper.
There you go.
Same thing when it got transferred into being viewed. You put the fucking craziest title headline that shows in that description link, and people click on it.
I've talked about you before with the journalist that was on Rogan's podcast was speaking. He's like, back in the day, I already brought this up to you earlier in a different form, but back in the day, let's say 100 years ago, the only way you knew what was going on in the world is through the newspaper, right? So if you found out you read something and the one thing that you read and it was a lie, right? That's a problem. Now we have a direct source. You're the one way I get my source. You lie to everyone. Bam, you're fired, gone. The moment that it became social media and the internet and everything, now it's just a wide access. It's a battle for views. Everyone's just like, million views. That's what I need. That means many people seen this.
You don't get paid if you just see it on a timeline. You get paid when it's clicked.
Yeah.
Simple as that, bro.
Clickbait.
Simple as that. Simple as that, bro.
It's a fucked up time in history, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, people do the same thing, like, on YouTube videos. It's not about how many times you got seen on that front page. It's how many people clicked your shit. So what you see nowadays is people like, you know, it's like, you know, oh, I broke NBA 2K20. Find out. You know, it's like, then just click the video and he watch it and then, like, he does nothing. He doesn't ever break NBA 2K. He shoots, like, he has, like, 4 3-pointers in a row. And he's like, I broke a game. You know, just like.
Now maybe. Here's the thing. People think that, like, there should be one unbiased news. I'm sitting here thinking that's not even possible.
No.
Whoever writes the news, you're going to be biased. If you have 2 candidates running,
people are biased.
You feel how you feel. You're going to say how you feel. You know, you're going to lean towards that. So it's almost like if you are going to do a 2-contender series, how we do, then you do have to have 2 separate news stations.
This is what sells as well. Are those people who look for those hot takes? That's why those videos, like, they have those short videos on YouTube of people in there with hot takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's short, usually short.
And
clips.
Everything.
It's usually short clips. It's usually short clips.
Got that on there? Oh shit!
It's usually short clips and. Oh,
I'll take it from here. But what I was reading about, let's get that out there.
Posted.
Mr. Bernie, I seen today that Bernie Sanders leading all Democratic candidates now, and it looks like that he's going to be the lead favorite. He's going to be the Democratic nominee.
You know what's funny about that? Like, there was a compilation recently of I forgot who put it together, but it was literally like 50 instances where Bernie got, like, snubbed, and he's pretty much being like blinded from, like, the news. Like, they always have Biden at the top of the polls. Next they have Warren. You don't even see Bernie.
Well, that was the big thing about today, is that he finally took, like, CNBC's poll.
Like, you know, but usually when you see him on a poll, they won't even put his numbers up. They have Biden at like 20, then next with, like, Warren at, like, 17. And most of these, like, he was polling at, like, either 19 or 21, you know, usually right behind Biden or above, you know, ahead of Biden, you know. To me, there's no possible way any fucking world ever that Bernie's not the main Democratic nomination.
They showed a crazy stat about his state, Vermont. 57% of people in Vermont have said there's no way they could change their mind not voting for Bernie.
You know what his...
Isn't that crazy now?
Do you know what
half of people in Vermont are just like, Bernie's not going to go.
Do you know, like, just recently he did, I think it was like a debate somewhere, but his new average donation, bro, has lowered, man. His average donation is 18 now, but he's still the highest in the Democratic side, I believe.
Well, people in, like, his page and shit, they're always like, what's stopping you from sending $2.90 to Bernie right now? That's what they always say. So that must be like the minimum donation or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Possibly, but I mean, like, he's still making the most, making the most money as far as campaign contributions go, and it's the lowest average.
Right now, 2020 Democrats' favorability, CNN. Bernie Sanders 43%, Joe Biden 39%.
Yeah.
And then you got Warren at 34%.
Yeah, there's no way that it's not Bernie.
Here's the thing. Joe Biden has the highest unfavorability. 47%. Almost half the people don't like him. That's what that means.
He's a weird guy. Without Obama around, like, without that duo going on, he's turned into a very weird dude. You know?
He's also a lot older. Here's another crazy thing I learned here.
Cancer.
Ronald Reagan, 1984, lowered the top income tax rate from 70% to 28%. Then imposed the first ever income tax on Social Security.
Well, Social Security is
basically I'm guessing it's taxed there. I thought that was just a very funny stat. I have to read more into that.
So the tax gets taxed.
Yeah, tax that what you earn.
Well, what's taken out for Social Security just goes to Social Security fund. I believe everyone over a certain age is entitled to a certain amount of money per year. That might not be right.
I thought it was different depending on your years you put in. I don't know though.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's an option to not put it in. Like, what is it? Like, what?
Trying to find a thing. That is something I want to talk about there.
So I'm gonna give you. You're gonna text my shit, and then you're gonna tell me how much I'm supposed to get.
I thought the difference.
I don't trust
This
you at
was
all.
pretty funny. They just had the
I
numbers
don't trust
up.
you at all.
They were comparing corporation wealth to wealth all around. I mean, corporation theft to theft all around, basically. And let's just say it fucking outnumbers it by about $15 billion. Minimum wage violations, 23.20 billion this year.
White collar crime, bro.
Overtime violations, 8.8 billion.
White collar crime.
Rest break violations, 4 billion. Off the clock violations, 3.20 billion. Now, if you look at all the other theft, right, in America, larceny, 5.30 billion. Burglary, 4.10 billion. And auto theft, 3.8 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you look at someone like minimum wage violations, and all of them don't add up to minimum wage violations in America. Isn't that wild? It's like, talk about being really penny smart, dollar dumb. Like, that's what that is right there.
I mean, it's what. It's just.
But the welfare, though. Amazing.
Well, what's the thing? Like, it never ceases to amaze me every day. Because, I mean, like I said, like me and you talk about all the time. We work next to people who are in the same position that which we are in, but yet we're on two different sides as far as how, like, wealth distribution goes and, like, whatever, so on. We're on the complete opposite sides, you know what I'm saying? But, like, right here we are a part of the same class. A class divided amongst two different people who are both getting fucked.
Yeah. Let's try and solve world problems tonight.
So
Like,
you want to solve poverty first, or the?
Listen, let's not. I feel like that'll trap us, right? Let's just straight up go like, what's one thing? I know, but that was good. Then I was like, one thing. What's this one thing that like the world needs to do? Like, okay, let's just go America. Let's go America, right?
Yeah,
America needs to do blank tomorrow.
Wait for me, Philip. Well, blank tomorrow. I mean, like, I don't want to go. I know. It's not easy. Like, first thing that popped into my mind was just like, all right, you get rid of crime. You get rid of crime tomorrow. You're asking, like, hypothetically?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, solve something. You know, like, okay, for me, like, the first thing that pops in my mind is like, go solar or go renewable. Like, that just seems like one good step, right? Like, just head towards that.
Got you.
That's something that really can be, done. Like, we can really do that. A lot of countries are going, at least go more solar. I think that's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah, more. Yeah, no, you definitely. I would just go as far to say 100% renewable.
Term limits.
100% renewable. Term limits.
Congress term limits.
Term limits. Congress.
That could happen tomorrow.
And House term limits.
That could happen tomorrow.
Actually, you need it on every level. You need city council limits. You need limits across the board. Other limits on city council?
I believe it's 6 years, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a limit on city council.
I don't know. You might be right. I thought it was every 2 years.
Sure, man.
I don't think about representatives.
Yeah.
But okay, that's just something that could be done tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, free dental.
What a fine.
Obviously we can't. Let's not even go free healthcare because that's even hard.
I want to say free healthcare. I would just say because, like, I mean, like
overnight.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to say like I'm saying something we could straight up fix tomorrow. Tomorrow we could wake up and be like, all right, we're going renewable. Let's straight out. We're putting the money in renewable. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we could straight up wake up and be like, we're writing a bill for Congress term limits. We could do that tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't go 100% renewable.
You could start.
There we go.
Yeah.
You're gonna start something.
But when you look at places like Switzerland,
but I mean, like
Germany is exporting. Germany is.
I think you can
importing trash. They're importing people's trash, dude.
Yeah, because a lot of Chinese countries, Asian countries, stopped doing it. That's the Chinese countries. Asian countries stopped doing it.
Well, they were just doing it for the money.
You ever see that shit where
that? But Germany's doing it for renewable energy.
I think one of the highest importers of electronic waste are like a lot of African countries. You see them like burning that shit off. Like
China's cutting that off of their they buy our waste.
Oh, they're taking it back now.
They don't do that no more.
They're taking it back now. Yeah. They're taking it back now. Yeah. They don't do it no more. I mean, it's still going on. You don't just stop it overnight.
Yeah, I'm saying they're lowering it.
But like, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, we got.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're flipping themselves around and trying to move towards just trying to keep that manufacturing going, but they want to be the manufacturer of electronics, pharmaceutical, shit like that.
What about
they'll make your drugs? They'll make your drugs.
Damn, two things just hit me at the same time. I'm gonna forget one. Let's go to Russia. Russia tested their own internet. How cool was that?
What does that mean?
That means that they
have their own government infrastructure?
Yep. So listen, I read this. I read the article on this. So basically, they straight up told every company that was in there, we're going nothing but government internet, right? They told all the people, they shut the shit down, and they only did a government-ran Russian internet.
Wow.
The numbers weren't perfect. I believe it was 58% of calls went through. So the numbers not perfect there, but pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You run your own internet just out of nowhere like that, be able to say that they literally, it was an entire drill that was ran of them basically getting EMP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And them reacting to it, how they would react to it. I thought that was pretty
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. That's pretty cool though, man. That's definitely interesting.
Now, on a side note, this is the thing I was thinking about that I didn't get to bring up earlier. How, like, we talked about, like, upper echelon also rapes kids and shit. I was thinking of that, like, why does power go hand in hand with molestation and rape?
This is okay, you got something?
Yeah, so let me go on this for a second. This, oddly, people are going to think it's weird, but, like, this got me thinking about how, like, a king, right? Like, say you were a king. You're like watching people's daughters as they grow.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about when you're gonna fuck them. I'm not saying they might be a kid, right? They might end up being 18 when you fuck them, but like you watch them grow and you're like, the body, yeah. But it's something about your power stroke that like I can have anyone's daughter in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something about that and just like being in that upper echelon of society that just makes you like power hungry and like that's a good power stroke.
I think it really comes down to knowing, because I mean, like, there's a lot of powerful people who don't do it. Of course, we don't know how many. There's definitely some powerful people that don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or rich people or upper echelon people that don't do it. You know, we can't see 100% of upper echelon people do it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be 2% or 30%, whatever the case may be.
You cannot say 100, but at the same time, it's not for that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so I think.
What if you really found that out?
I think a lot, 100%.
Like you had to fuck kids to be an actor.
Right.
Like that was just a thing.
So
you're always in a bonding agreement for life that you can never say
on camera. Yeah, on camera. That's what the Illuminati's really about. It's
a bunch of child porn for like some celebrities.
Yeah. But anyway, what I was really getting to was like, I think when it comes to, you having that accessibility, as soon as the one fantasization, yeah, exactly, whatever happens. I think
it's just fantasy.
The one fantasy that happens, it's immediately triggered by an immediate slap in the face of the reality that you can do that because of your power. So I think it comes down to, like I don't want to say this, but I'll say it. I think it comes down to when they say power corrupts. Like, it comes down to actually having that access to it. You're not really ever sure if you're gonna do it or not. You know what I'm saying? And
very true. I like your point.
Just because you don't.
But I always just love the saying because and they say that absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah. You got a lot of those. Because they hit hard.
Yeah.
It's short and they hit hard. Easy to remember.
Certain ones hit hard.
So I mean, like, because like I would say that like if given the opportunity to be famous and have a lot of money, I'm not fucking no kids. I'm not joining no kid fucking ring. I'm not doing that.
Hell no. That's not the safest choice.
But once someone has it in their head, and then it's like immediately just like, well, I can do that. There's no like in between. You have one filter to go through or whatever. Whatever the case may be. Like I don't know. I really don't know because I don't have the facts of like this is how people are converted. Power corrupts. It's what it does. I don't know what it is about it, but like. I think once people have access to it and you have access to it long enough, you might cave in after 5 years. being whoever that may be, whether it be that priest or whatever, for them to like take that next step, you know. And then there's people who just do it and get themselves in that, you know, like they were always that way. It was just they got famous and now they are able to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Which might be a lot of them.
That's just like a racist. I feel like a racist would try and be a cop because, like, you have a lot of ability to sway things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or
just like
Supreme
how
Court
a pedophile might be a teacher, be a special, you know, needs, you know, teacher, or do some type of daycare work or whatever the case may be. You might be a cop and be a child pornographist. It's just, you know, raper, whatever. You know, so I mean, I don't know. There's just something about like just how like, you know, there's a reason that we're not sure of that there's a global pedophile ring amongst people who have that power. There's a reason for that. I don't know what it is, you know, but they do it. They do it, you know. It's like up to the point where you're now having private airlines ship people around the world, like to this island from this country, all over,
at the
all
same
around.
time, we have
network.
established that there is secret societies.
Yeah, there's definitely secret societies. Definitely.
Just say that again.
There's secret societies that aren't so secret, but they're secret.
That's so weird now. That's so weird to say. Bro.
There's some we don't. I mean, there's definitely some we don't know about, man. There's definitely.
Yeah, but there's ones we do know about, like that Skull and Bones ones.
I feel like that might just be like a whole fucking ploy. They're just like, yeah, Skull and Bones.
Dude, they were burning an upside down cross, Steve.
You're not even on. You know, like you're not even like you're warm. Now you're a little warm. That's all you are right now. Like
all I'm saying is, you don't want to ever have your face associated with that.
100%. You know, but I mean, like I think you're just like kind of just like you're picking at like you're not even near the entrance of like that hole.
You know what else?
So you get warmer.
Burning the flag. I would never do that. Even in a protest, I would never burn my
something
flag.
that's never come to mind.
No.
You know?
I'm more trying to like attack who's
Isn't
there.
you call it your flag?
That's my flag, dog. That's the thing.
Rock with the country.
That's the thing I think people don't understand about me, bro. It's like
rocking with that country.
Non-stop shit about America. Because I want it to be better and be beautiful and fix its flaws.
Yeah.
I'm a patriot, bro. I am a patriot. It is my flag and this is my country. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. We got the perfect system. Now let's fix it. It was so perfect that it got taken advantage of. That's what happens when people are good. When someone's good, it gets taken advantage of.
Yeah,
and we let it happen.
Especially when it's powerful.
Now let's just stop. Let's just stop and say, we fucked up. Let's fix it. Why do we gotta keep saying it's fucked up? That's always been. I hate a guy. I want to slap a guy when a guy says like, that's how it is. It's like, what do you mean that's how it is? He's been a congressman for 50 years. What the fuck, bro? He drank from a white water fountain. And y'all got him making laws. Dog.
And he voted against that. He voted against for them to drink from a white fountain. He voted against it. He's still in that bitch, man.
I seen a thing today that was during the Civil War, the Confederates, if they caught like was it a Yankee? Am I mixing that up? Was it a Yankee Confederate?
The Yankee was the North, yes, technically.
Yankee was okay. Yeah, if they caught a Yankee general or like corporal
North
or something
general,
like that,
just a Northern general,
they would bury them in a mass grave, which was a sign of disrespect because they led black soldiers.
No, you're talking about the Confederate soldiers. Yeah, the
South
would Confederate generals who led those black armies.
I don't even want to get into what Confederate and Yankee is because I'm getting it mixed up. The South would bury any North sergeants, generals, corporals, whatever they would find in a mass grave because they led black men.
Okay, I got you now.
You get what I'm saying? So they would. It's a sign of disrespect,
right?
Because usually you would send that back. You would let them carry that body back.
Yeah. I got you.
Or you would give it a single bury.
Yeah.
But they would just throw it in a mass grave.
Yeah. And then I think I saw
y'all
something further.
Y'all shorting about the race? Y'all sure? Y'all sure wasn't about just the race thing, yo?
Oh man, Don't even go on that fucking road, bro. I mean, come on, man. Like,
I don't get it.
Isn't that such a crazy part of like our history is like we fought each other like at one point. We broke away from like the British. Then we were just like, fuck you, man. Like you can't have slaves. We want slaves. Well, you can't have them. I was like, but we're gonna have them. We'll make our own country. It'll be way better than your fucking country. And we're gonna have slaves and tobacco and cotton and shit.
Well, in the South's defense on that argument, they didn't care if the North did slaves or not. They just wanted to keep their slaves.
Yeah.
So that's the funniest part. But North's like, well, bro, you're kind of like a representation of us. We don't want to be represented with slaves. Because you're kind of a representation of us. And we want to be represented with slaves.
That's one of the thing is actually pretty wild is that like the English colonies, I mean not the English colonies, England, British, whatever, they actually they outlawed slavery I think like 20 years before America did. That was pretty wild. And I think the French were like 20 years before the English.
At the times.
Yeah. I mean like of course like I'm not sure how because like everyone knows how America's history went after that. I'm not sure how
how'd it go?
I mean, Jim Crow, prisons,
Emmett Till?
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I don't know the depth of which how it went down in England and France.
What was that? Did you ever learn about that? Did you ever have to watch in 9th grade? I watched a video about the hurricane. You ever hear Bob Dylan's song, "The Hurricane"? It's about that black boxer who went to jail on a lie.
I'm sure I would know it if I heard it, but I would not know it by name.
That was kind of the most fucked up one. But of course, you got the Emmett Till. That was a really bad one. I'm sure ones we ain't even heard of are probably the worst ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, like they have. Yeah, I mean, like they have estimates. They have estimates. Yeah, but I mean, like those are gonna be all like extremely like low. It's like any number you could come up with.
I can't remember if we talked about it, but did I tell you that they found evidence of a mass grave at Black Wall Street?
Did they?
For the first time ever.
Did they really?
With sonar technology, they found evidence of a mass grave. You're gonna be digging it up soon.
I didn't know it was never like found.
What?
To begin with,
What?
The grave, the body.
That's what the big deal's always been. Is they could never find the bodies. They don't know where it was buried, so it always just got away. Nobody ever got prosecuted for that.
Right.
It says like 33 people ever killed.
That's over 100 years old now. It's wild, man.
Yep.
Well, that's Oklahoma, right?
I can't remember.
Pretty sure it's Oklahoma, somewhere in Oklahoma. That's what I don't know. Like, it's just so wild to think it was like no one wanted to like leave them alone. They were just like, no, they can't have that. It was like, you cannot have that.
Well, yeah, started. It was from a kind of Emmett Till situation.
I thought it was like like I said, I thought it was just like once the town became prosperous, they were just like, nope.
And not exactly. They found a reason, basically. There was if I can remember correctly, there was a barbershop owner that they said spoke to a white woman incorrectly. Emmett Till style, like I said, and they came to get him and take him. And the whole community was there with guns, bats, everything they had.
Right.
So when they came there, they were like, you ain't taking him. And then it just square up and cops got him and killed like 33 of them and buried them in a mass grave.
They started burning shit.
Yeah, burnt it down. Burnt it to the ground.
Got you. Okay. I do remember that now. I do remember like as soon as you start breaking it down, like I do remember that like when they came back, it was like a full-on riot, race war type style. So what it was.
I'll tell you, yeah, exactly. Because of that one specific thing. Because they said it was a lie, So that went back and forth. I'll tell you one thing that really pissed me off. Have you noticed how much people like to use the term generational wealth now? It's like we're trying to build generational wealth over here.
It's so funny.
Have you noticed that, bro?
Bro, because I was just thinking it like a day or two ago. I was just like, think I still have to address this in a status I don't write ever.
I swear to you, today I was going to write a status, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write this down. I'll bring it on the podcast, bro.
I see it
Just like
many.
I'm trying to be generational.
I'm trying to make sure my kids.
Y'all heard that one time. Y'all heard that one time, and keep going.
And the kids good. It's like the kids.
Like, bitch, you bought a vending machine.
Right. Oh man, you know, I'm
just joking. I'm not even trying to hate on nobody.
Yeah,
I'm just joking. I just thought that was so funny. This was like the 20th time.
It got turned into a whole thing, you know.
It could, yeah, but this is
shit, you know.
Generational month over here. It's like Senator College, you know. But that is a way to Senator College. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
but,
a good example though. Good example. It's like of a thing that like he bought. It seems like so that he could be made as an example of something. I don't know. You know, it's like all 4 posts.
I'll tell you another thing that been pissing me off. On this one, gender neutral Santa.
Let me get some water. My mouth a little dry. It hit a little hard, don't it?
Now listen, people. You want the big argument is for Santa to be a woman or gender neutral now. Okay?
Did you really have to bring that up?
I'm bringing that shit up.
Yeah, bring that up, bro.
It's a made-up character, bro. Okay? It's a made-up character. There. We said it.
You're fucking pissing me off right now, man.
I'm not PC.
You know? It's like, you're really fucking pissing me off right now, man.
Just wait, bro.
No, right? I don't want to wait. I want to address this bullshit over here.
Just make something up.
This is hate.
Just make a gender neutral.
Hate speech.
Something up.
Hate speech.
Make a gender neutral holiday.
Hate speech.
It's made up.
Listen here, you
no
hating bitch.
Now listen. Here's what I was thinking, right?
Disrespectful bitch.
I was talking to Hutchinson about this.
Oh, God.
I can compensate, right? How about, right, because it already looks like elves got manginas. How about if we just say elves are gender neutral? Whatever. But Santa got a dick.
I've seen girl and boy elves. I'm just like,
have you?
Yeah, I've seen that in a lot of.
They always look like they got mangina.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying as far as like this one has a ball, just has a camel toe. You know, it's like this one like has a character. This is a woman and this is a man.
They're all built
like,
the same.
Then they're elves. Like I guess there's 2 sexes in elves. It's always been men.
So you're going no gender neutral nothing. We can't do it.
I just think I don't know, man. I just think like we're really like my whole thing about it, you know, just like I really don't give a fuck. Yeah, I really don't care. Have a gender neutral Santa if you want. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm just like,
you're gonna go sit there and teach your kid.
And it's like, wow, I'm just like Santa Claus, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, the same way I've been taught. That's all I'm gonna do.
You can't say Mr. and Mrs. if it's gender neutral.
Fuck it. You know, it's like, damn,
that's
bro.
The thing. There's a Mrs. Claus.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. and Mrs. Claus. You know.
Who invented Santa Claus? Because they should be paid.
But whoever invented Santa Claus,
that, dude?
Never even worried about this shit. Like,
who took Jesus? Somebody invented Jesus.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, people, right? But I doubt it was exactly how they described Jesus. Maybe there was a Jesus, right? Of such, yeah. But not how they describe it exactly, right? Someone invented that.
Can we get off the table? He's not a white man.
He's definitely not white.
He's definitely not white.
Brown, if anything.
He's not blue-eyed.
He is not blue-eyed. He got brown eyes.
And I'd be damned if he had abs like that. The bullshit.
Yeah, he had way sweeter abs.
No, he didn't have.
He had sweeter abs, bro.
He had the protein intake for that.
He had a 12-pack.
He didn't have the protein.
Yes, he did.
Maybe, but it was a skinny 12-pack.
All I'm saying
it wasn't built.
Listen, you made up Jesus. Then you guessed his birthday. Then you made up Santa Claus.
What's actually at the origin? You know, the Santa Claus started off with something else. It evolved into Santa Claus. It started off. It was based off some like weird
you guessed his birthday, though.
You know,
you guessed his birthday. You don't know it's his birthday.
That's also not a thing I believe. Where people don't celebrate Christmas because it's Jesus Christ's birthday.
That's 100%.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's why they're all different.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
The best way is Hanukkah, where it's like, look, it's this 10-day gap. Or this 8-day gap. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there. That's honest. I like that. I'm Jewish now. I like that. I'm leaning towards Jew now. I wish we just have a bar graph going up. You know what I mean? It's like 10%. Every time I make a good argument for Jew, Christian.
And then you get the Jehovah's like celebrate nothing.
Nothing exists.
No.
I don't know much about Jehovah.
I know they don't celebrate birthdays or any holidays.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I believe they might have their own Jehovah holidays. But then again, it goes against their main teaching, which is like where you don't celebrate yourself.
I don't know
So
what
if
it is.
you have your own religious holiday, then you're going against the religious teachings. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I don't get what you're saying because that's one thing I can't even talk shit on because I know nothing about Jehovah.
Can we get Jehovah's Witness on here?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. That might be a regret
I
of ours.
know a Jehovah's Witness.
That might be a regret of ours. I mean,
why do you guys knock on doors?
Why do you think there's so many memes of like Jehovah's
whenever
Witnesses?
you knock on doors, you seem desperate.
Yeah. I've been locked in with a conversation before I knew that you could just willingly leave conversations. Before I reached that age.
Yeah, I've been there too.
You know, like before you realize you can turn down a conversation. Yeah, I've been locked in one of those.
I'm good, and you just slowly start closing the door. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's exactly but like it never stops the long speech that they sometimes get in. Like sometimes I remember like I was doing work at someone's house, and they like knocked on the door, and they were like, "Hey, do you live here?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't." And it's like, "Why you may ask me?" I answer whatever. I'm like, "No, I don't." He just goes into like this long speech about Jesus Christ, and he's just like, "So can I, counting you to attend our church?" Like it was only like a 10-minute speech about Jesus Christ. I'm just like, "No."
And you listen the whole time.
I'm trying to go. And he just like keeps talking. He's just like, "Well, yeah, more." And I finally cut him off. And broke it off. But like he went on like a 10-minute rant before he was just like, "Can I get you to attend church?" No. And then that's another thing. Telling them no straight up. You're just like, "No, I won't be there. No, I'm not going. I'm okay. Thank you." Like, I didn't know what exactly to say or how to word it. I was just like, "No, I'm good.
Listen.
Thank you."
Bro, you know what I like to do?
I'll pray with you.
I would like to attend church with you.
You want to do church? You want to go to church?
I want to go to church once. I do.
Well, see, I think if we do that, we have to go to like at least 3 different churches.
Yeah.
I want to go to a Spanish church, bro.
Bro,
straight up. I'm sorry.
We should go to every church.
Let's go to a church,
Let's
bro.
go to a mosque.
Let's go to all of them, bro.
Go
I
to
don't care, you know. Let's go to any of them.
I've never been to church, Steve.
You want to talk to prisoners?
Have you ever been?
No, I've been to church as a kid, but like never as like a. I mean, I think when I get like 12, but like
been to church, bro.
I've been to church once or twice. And then I can remember. I used to
kind of feel fucked up.
I used to always go as a kid. Why?
Because I've talked a lot of shit about churches.
But you never go to a church. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's the one thing where it's like I'm not.
But I also didn't get fucked, and that might be the reason why.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. But does that happen at every church? I don't know. You know.
Isn't it weird people find God?
Like, it's weird that there's like independent churches.
Y'all ain't ready to have this argument.
You know, independent churches.
This discussion.
What?
Y'all ain't ready to have this discussion.
it's you ain't even fucking ready, bro. But yeah, they have independent churches. They're just like it'll be like their own person. I guess might be like ordained or like maybe he was a pastor before somewhere. But you're not an official pastor unless you're part of that like power structure like within the main Christian or Catholic religion. You know what I'm saying?
But give me this.
Like if you're not part of the archdiocese, then you really don't like your independent church, then, right?
I would think so, but I don't know.
You know, yeah. So I want to go to one of those before I go to like one of like I don't want to go to the Basilica downtown.
Let's go to a church Sunday. Somebody tell us what church we should go to Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what
Do
church?
You know a church?
No, I don't know a church. I know a couple churches around here, but like, when I forgot I'm just walking in them. No, you know, it's like
Can we just walk in?
Yeah,
just
100%.
walk into a church.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Say a Hail Mary.
I think we might have to donate some. You know, it's respect.
No way. I will be damned. I'll bring something.
You go to a Spanish church, you can donate.
I will donate at a Spanish church. Yeah. I will not donate at a white church.
Yeah, no. As I said, I don't want to go to the Basilica, and I don't want to donate to the Basilica downtown. You know, I don't want to go to I don't want to go to like.
This, bro.
That's the Catholic Cathedral downtown.
Is that big golden thing?
Yeah, off of
that big night.
Off of Mulberry and Cathedral Street. So Cathedral Street and Mulberry, right there, across from the library. Enoch Pratt, downtown.
Bro,
that's the Basilica.
Gorilla's got fingerprints.
I think it's 200 years old. I think it's 200 years old.
I don't believe it.
I think 200 years old. It was the
Show
first one in America.
Show me a picture.
They had pictures, bro.
Show me a picture.
They had pictures, bro. They had pictures.
Show me a picture.
Bro, they have.
Show me a picture from 1820.
They had pictures, bro. It was the first one built in
America.
In America.
They don't got pictures that bad. F on that.
Yeah, they do.
What do you think the first picture was taken?
I'm pretty sure it was like
Call your shot.
1840s.
You're going 1840? So that would be 20 years late, dog. 20 years ago. You'd be 20 years late, bro. I'm going to say.
Very true.
But I feel like I'm wrong now. I'm going to say the first picture was taken in 1779. What are we working with, Steve? Just drop it on me. Drop a truth bomb on my ass.
1826.
Okay. So around 200 years ago was pretty close.
Yeah, the earliest known photograph.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, I would imagine that, like, if this guy had it, you know, I mean, like, other people might have. Might be older, you know, just don't have that old of a photograph. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I want to get into a deep discussion on, a lot of things I've been looking up. But first, I want to discuss some outside topics that I just had squared up. First of all, shout out to that boy Gervonta Davis tomorrow, fitness square up. That Baltimore native. Let's get that win. We don't really got to talk nothing about that. But what I want to say is,
one thing with Gervonta, real quick. Sorry, he's also supposed to pay for that girl's funeral.
That was cool. That got shot in her own hair salon.
Yeah.
What kind of world is this, bro? We kill people on Christmas. Y'all are real fucked up in this city. We're about to break the homicide record from 1989 when we were a more populous city.
Yeah. 5 years in a row.
Dog, it's so crazy how all these murders go on and they happen around us, but really there's a gap between us and where the murders happen.
100%.
100%, right?
Yep.
There really is. It's a lot of murders in a certain amount of areas.
Yeah.
They're not just everywhere, which murders happen everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, they're very sporadically popping up, you know, like near, closer, like that one was just on, like, Pulaski Highway, right on there on, like, Orleans and Linwood or something, like, right there. Like, it's literally, like, on 40, like, going down past Patterson Park, pretty much, you know? So, I mean, like, they happen all over the place, you know?
How do you get them to stop shooting, Steve?
Bro, I mean, there's so many steps to be taken as far as, like, education, police reform, shit like, more, like, youth programs. I don't know, man. Like, and it takes time. It takes time, you know? Definitely takes time. And I think we're in a really early period. So, I mean, like, cities like this, then you're always going to see that concentrated amounts of crime. There's such high amounts of people in small areas, bro.
What Meek Mill say? What that boy Meek say?
I believe he said he posted up like a mailbox.
Fuck what happened. That's what my mama say. Better catch me with a ratchet and see me in a coffin. Right? That's what he said. It's some bars like that where he's like, fuck what happened. That's what my mama say. Better catch him with me or ask it and see me in a coffin.
Right.
Right? Where I feel like when he talks about that like that, it's like he's carrying a gun. I'm breaking it down to white terms. He's carrying, okay, listen, white people. He's carrying a gun because of fear of his own safety. You know, he don't feel safe in his own hood.
Right.
He's carrying a gun. His mom is saying, look, better you get a gun charge than you be killed.
Right.
You imagine your mom saying some shit like that. I don't know if that really happened to me, but I'm sure that's happened before.
Yeah.
To somebody where your mom's just like, look, yeah, keep that on you.
I got one.
If you say they're coming for you,
I got one.
Maybe she don't, but it's just like, look, you're saying these boys are beefing with you. They're coming for you. Keep that on you.
Yeah.
They're killing people in the city.
Yeah, 100%. I remember, like, of course you didn't know about it. I mean, I saw a documentary. It was a Chicago, and, like, this, you know, like, it was like this 4'11", like, mom with, like, 2 kids in, like, Chicago. And, like, she had, like, a shot. She was like, because that's just what it is around here, you know? Just like one night you sleep next to another at your doorstep, you know? Just like, it's like, what the fuck?
I think about how many people offered to sell me guns, bro. I only had one guy in my life, but I've had 20 people try to sell me guns.
See, I've never been offered like I mean, like, I could have bought like 1 or 2 guns, you know, but regardless, like, especially like how I grew up, like, that's still a ridiculous amount of guns to be offered or even be close to or buying that are legal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's another person your age with them. And you're just like,
well, they're not legal.
You know, I said illegal.
Oh, they said
I said illegal.
Yeah, exactly. Illegal. Guys.
Illegal.
Yeah.
It's like illegal. Illegal. That's what I said.
Yeah, I just when I did get a gun, I was just amazed at how easy it was. And then I'm just like,
oh, so you had a gun before? Allegedly.
Allegedly, I got a gun before.
I'm just glad you said that first.
I told you the story before, but to sum it up, I'll give you a process of I had plenty of chances to buy a gun. Like multiple people that me and you know offered was like, this gun for this much. I'm just always just like, I'm selling some weed,
Allegedly.
Maybe some ecstasy, allegedly. Yeah, I'm selling some shit. Allegedly. I'm like, I don't think I need a gun. If I ever felt like it was to that point, maybe I would have got one, right? But bro, I remember one day I wake up, come out back, my shed's cracked open. My cousin's bike was in there with his friend's bike. They stole both of them, bro. Somebody stole both.
You mean dirt bikes?
A dirt bike and a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, yo.
Yeah, clarify, not bikes.
And we're just
dirt
like,
bikes.
Bro, so sick, right? My cousin's hurting now. So I'm like, we know like it's got to be someone around here, right? So we're like thinking about all the spots. He's sitting there thinking he just tore up. He feels real bad for his friend.
Yeah.
He's got a nice dirt bike and shit. So I'm like, all right. Straight calling some four brother shit, bro. Calling my boy at the time. My boy Corey. Shout out Corey. We don't talk no more, but good boy at the time.
Allegedly.
Fuck him. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go look for these bikes tonight. It's actually one of the dumbest decisions I ever made. So we're driving around ODH, We go behind like this little complex and I'm like, let's check behind here. Come walk. We're not driving. We walked around from my house. It was like 12 blocks down. And we go down this alley. We go behind this complex and there's just like these tarps and shit. So I'm like, we found them. I flip them over and it's not the bikes, but it's this other two badass bikes. It's like a YZ250 with like these Joker plastics and shit.
Every time,
and a little ass bike and shit. So I'm like, all right, we're just gonna take these, bro. So I ended up taking them. I ducked them off and shit in the woods. I remember I felt really good the next day. Like I didn't get my cousin's bikes back, but I was like, bro, I got them last night for you, dog. I was like, I got them same boys, bro. I know it was them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, I ain't trying to keep this YZ, because it's just too hot with these Joker plastics.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So I'm like, I'm gonna sell this bitch. I put this bitch on Craigslist. Guy hits me up. He's like, look, I'll give you $700 and a shotgun with shotgun shells. I'm like, whoa. I'm like 17, yo. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do that deal. So I meet him down Hollandtown on a YZ250, just banging it. I meet him down there, and he comes and he gives me the $700. He bangs it a little bit. He gives me $700, and I'm like, where's the shotgun? He gives me a shotgun, and that case too. I'm like, where's the shells at? And he's like, oh, I forgot the shells. So I'm like, I guess he thought maybe I'd load that bitch up and rob him.
Exactly, man.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. So like, I just take it, and I'm down Hollandtown by myself, and now I don't have a bike, and I have a shotgun and $700. Like I'm so dumb, I'm so dumb, bro. It's like you're young and dumb. So then I'm like, how the fuck am I getting back, bro? So I call up my cousin. I'm like, yeah, come scoop me up. I'll get you some gas.
You got $7 a shotgun.
I got $7 on a shotgun and a case, straight up sitting in the middle of Hollandtown, basically. Like, towards the other side, towards New Orleans Street and shit. You know what I mean? Like, in the worst spot at a storage unit, in an alley. I'm like,
and this guy knows you just.
And I don't have shells.
If I
had some shells, I'd have loaded that bitch up.
And the guy knew you walked away with it. Like, you literally, like.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just like, out there by myself. I called my cousin. I'm like, come pick me up. So I'm sitting there waiting. And as I'm sitting there waiting, then it's got this shotgun. And I'm like, I didn't really think I was going to get a shotgun, It's like, I got a fucking shotgun, bro. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to have a shotgun. So I'm just like, how did I get a shotgun? I'm sitting there and like,
what kind of shotgun it was?
So it was a, what do they call it? A 6 gauge, right?
Right.
Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, 6
I have
gauge.
no idea. Nozzle shotgun's very
like
limited.
a hunting rifle.
Right.
A hunting shotgun.
It's nice. It's a nice one.
It was beautiful. All black. I cocked it a couple times, shot it.
You had
just
to,
feel
man.
I
You had to, bro.
That's the thing. I'm in the middle of Hollandtown, like in the alley, like straight up, bro. No, just shooting nothing.
Nothing loaded in it. You're just like.
So we're like, as my cousin's on the way, I'm just like, bro, I'm about to literally just bring a shotgun in my cousin's car, like with $700 on me, like from a stolen bike. Like I just got so much going on, just feeling crazy. So I just hit everybody I know of that has some money. You know, I'm like, look, I'll say a shotgun for a low right now. My other cousin, it's be right back. He's like, bro, I'll buy this right now for $200. I'm like, bet. So I tell my cousin, like, don't even come. He picks me up. I'm just like, give me the money, bro. I'll take the 200. He takes that. We go back to his crib, give him that. I'm like, all right, I'm dipping out, bro. So like, as I'm about to dip out, like, it's so funny how this all ties together. You got me in such a long story.
Yeah, now. Right.
But,
just keep on rolling,
right,
bro.
Right,
yeah.
Listen, from there, I'm like, all right, $200. He's like, yo, I don't got 200 cash. He's like, I got 180. I'll give you a Molly pill. And I'm like, what's a Molly pill? Never done Molly before, bro. Only did the E-pills. He's like, I'll give you a pill. He's like, it's a straight MDMA. I'm like, what? It's like, okay, I guess if you ain't got that. I sold it for just 180, you know? I'm like, I guess I'll take this random drugs.
Right.
So then, like, I get back to my house. This is like 2 a.m. And like when I get there, my cousin's like, hey, like, we're going to Ocean City in the morning. Do you want to go? So I was like, hell yeah. So it's Ocean City with Ocean City with like $880 and a cap of Molly. And I took a Molly cap, yo, and I spent like $500 in one night, bro.
That's what you needed to do,
By
bro.
myself, bro.
Yeah.
Just walking the beach. I played every game. I bought every hat, shirts. Like I had so much fun, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All from my cousin getting his bike stolen.
That was the best thing you had to do, though. You had to, first of all, get rid of the shotgun. Happened instantly.
Anybody take it. $50.
Yes.
I could not believe I had a shotgun, bro. But that was the only time I ever had a gun.
Then you had to lay low.
Yeah.
You went to Ocean City.
Get out of this city.
You went to Ocean City. In the lay low, you went to Ocean
I gotta
City.
get out of here.
Next thing you gotta do, get rid of the money.
Yeah.
Get rid of the fucking money.
So right now.
You know? That's what you had to do.
You're so right, bro.
And what else had to happen? Take the money.
I took it. Yeah, the thing is, I was all alone because I'm only with my cousin. He's with his family, basically. It's just me, with my two cousins, basically. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll go out alone. And I'm just like, well, I got this Molly. I don't want to get caught with this Molly because I've already been caught with drugs.
Exactly.
Walking around, I'm just like, I'm taking it. So as soon as I walk out, I take it. And I remember, like, it's sort of like 11 o'clock at night, bro. I'm straight up in my boxers. Not my boxers, in my pants. Like, just straight up in the ocean, like, feeling crazy.
That was at night or in the morning?
At night, bro. Just straight up, like.
You go on the beach at night?
Yeah, bro. It's legal.
Oh, wow. I know.
You can chill on the beach.
Gotcha.
Dope.
Yeah.
Smoke a butt down there.
And you're just doing that.
All by myself, bro.
Yeah.
I was just going crazy thinking about the whole ocean. I told you about my fear.
Yeah.
I wasn't swimming. You know what I mean?
You were like
I was
floating.
sitting,
You were
I
right
was
there.
sitting down.
You were right there, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm just like.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Molly for the first time.
And you're just looking like.
And when I got back, that's what I was like. I think I need more of that Molly, bro.
You got any more of that? Because I got a couple bucks left.
That was great.
You know? I'll take some more of that. What'd you call it? What a great sequence of events for you, though.
Yeah,
man.
24 hours,
bro.
24 hours.
Nothing came of that. Nothing came of that.
Nothing happened.
It's been a great night.
Just balled out. Regretted that I spent my money.
You banged a cool bike. You flipped that bike for a shotgun.
Got my cousin a little revenge.
I should have sold the shotgun. You know, might have been cool.
So scared, bro.
You know,
So
might have been
scared.
cool. You know,
just absolutely petrified.
Maybe could have got 3 for it. You know,
but I had a case too. The case was probably worth 200. Yo, I was petrified, Steve.
Yeah,
I was absolutely. When I realized I was in Highlandtown with $700 in my pocket, 10 o'clock at night. You know, with a shotgun. You know, I'm just. I'd never touched a gun before. You know, I never had a gun.
I love when you say that. You're just like bro, like Steve, I'm sitting here $7 with a shotgun on Eastern Avenue. Like,
I'm petrified, bro. I'm absolutely petrified.
How old are you?
I'm 17, bro, and I never had a gun before. Like I said, people offered me, but like I didn't even really realize I was getting a gun. You know, I was like the one guy who was like, I got cash. He was bringing me 700 cash. I'm like, okay, this bike's worth like $2,000.
I remember that's the one thing that like the person I knew who had the guns, like, remember, like, everyone would always hold them. I'm just like, I'm not gonna hold that thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Rental that?
You know, but there was one. It was a little 6-shooter. It was a 44.
You had to hold
it. It was a big ass fucking revolver, that big thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 44 Magnum. Straight up, I was just like, oh,
I mean, feel heavy in my hand.
Hold that bitch.
Let me hold that bitch.
Bro, like I said, I remember I walked in one time. I was like, got yo scratching off the serial number. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? This is, where am I?
Seriously, where am I?
You know, I'm just like, what am I doing right now? Like, what am I doing? Why did my path come here? He scratched off a fucking serial number of a fucking pistol. What is going on right now? What is going on right now? I don't know. He's not wearing gloves. Does he know what he's doing? It's like it's a sloppy operation you got going on. I can fix this.
Let me clear this up. That's what you always think, like, about, if I sold heavy drugs, I'd be smart. I'd be smart about it, you know?
There's like drugs.
No. I just picture, like, you don't buy a nice whip. You know that, right? Like, you don't spend the money.
Yeah.
You hide the money. That's the thing, like, drug dealers don't get. Is you're supposed to make a lot of money, then get out of the game. You're not supposed to just keep spending the money.
You can't spend your money on things that have your name attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
You can, but legal. Like, you want to open a laundromat. You want to open a corner store. You want to open something like that, you know? Like, that's... you transfer it
that amount of money coming in, you know what I'm saying? If you have a little bit of money, the best thing typically to do is just, like, spend it in cash on things that just can't be traced back to you. You know? Straight simple as that.
A Rolex.
You know? Yeah, can't be. Buy it in cash.
That never goes away. Value of a Rolex. That's always there. That's gold.
Exactly. Like you.
It's worth its weight in gold.
But now
it's worth its weight in gold.
Because is it worth as a Rolex, or is it really like?
I was supposed to say.
Is it really worth the gold? Because like the gold fluctuates the cost of gold. You know what I'm saying?
But it's always.
So the price go up and down. It's a Rolex though. You know, it's the transformation of the gold into a Rolex.
Don't say Rolex. I don't mind.
Rolly.
Yeah, Rolex.
So Rolly. I don't like saying Rolly.
You don't like Rolly?
I don't like Rolly. I'm a Rolex kind of guy.
Well, this will be the last cast, guys.
You just say it Rolex.
This is where we go our separate ways.
Rolly Rolex? Okay.
My percentage right now, whoever loses has to say what the other person wants.
One time?
For the rest.
One time, or best out of 3. Because it's just one time.
First one to 3.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, you're up 1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh!
2, that's 2.
First one to 3.
First one to 3. That's not 3. Okay.
I got it.
That's that Rolex, boys.
Let's go, baby. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's Rolex. It's Rolex straight up.
Good call. It's Rolex
straight up.
Rolex
there we go.
wins. The gentleman's word.
I'm just saying, like, for me, what fucked it up was that one song where it's like, rolly, 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 rolly. I was like,
yeah, it's a really bad
song. That really fucked it up for me.
I just always wanted to like my rolly.
Plus, like,
and shake it.
Plus, like, I really
you wanted to be a little too big.
How can I be the tastemaker? I don't have a Rolex. I was like, I don't have a Rolex.
If I buy a Rolex, then I have the right to say Rolly again.
Yes.
Because it's done
before me. Everybody's a Rolex first.
Okay. Fair enough.
You buy it, I go solidify.
Next week I see you.
I'm like, okay, 30. Okay, 30. I'm like, okay, Rolly. Rolly it is. Roly poly.
I gleam it off the sun in your eye.
Poly, oly, roly on your wrist. Oly poly, roly on your wrist.
I'm just blind you with the sun. I'm not Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly, bro.
I'm not Rolly.
Rolly, yeah. It's like, I'm trying to hold my eyes open. Look at me. I'm just like, Rolly, bro. Like,
that's sweet. What's one like flex purchase you do want to make?
Oh man, I don't like jewelry. I don't like the watch shit.
But if we were like multi-millionaires, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd have chains just to geek. It's like, bro, look at my chain. You know, it's like, then I would never wear chains again. I'll sell them.
Would you have a spinning chain?
No. I imagine like what like kind of like what like some people have done. Like you get like a fucking like I'm gonna get like a Kung Lao like diamond chain going on, with some like black and brown diamonds,
Raven bird with rubies
you
in
know
the
what I'm
eyes.
saying? Okay.
And test my shit, whoever that motherfucking.
I would get the shit show, like just straight studded out. Fucking
hard.
It's like studded across the shit. It's like shit show, just like fucking brass knuckles, diamond down. Like, but
it's so funny when people wear 10 rings.
I'm not jewelry. I'd probably go more like house style.
Would you ever wear 10 rings?
Pinky rings are where like it gets douchey.
Just everything.
That's where it gets douchey. What once it gets to more than 5 rings per hand, more than 3 rings per hand, more than 2 rings, more than 1 ring per hand. 1 ring a hand, and you're not douchey.
You got one ring on each hand?
No, 1 ring. That's your wedding ring. And then you get one more, and you get one more. That's all I give you. And that gets a little douchey. But as soon as it goes in your pinky, automatically douchey.
Listen,
as soon as you get pinky ring.
If you are gonna wear like 4 or 5 rings, why don't you just get brass knuckles made with rings? Get brass knuckle diamonds.
Just straight up. Exactly, bro.
Hands.
Exactly. At any time. And you're fashionable. And you're fashionable.
Imagine hitting somebody
with
brass knuckles.
I would go all out on like suits and shit. I'll just be suited up.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I'd be straight up suited up all day, bro. Like
that would be fucking sweet.
Or like just like a casual, like I'd be like cashmere, like sweater vest.
Remember your time when somebody came at you with the leg gloves?
Those things were silly, bro. That was a silly thing to
have.
They
could have done you up though, right?
Yeah.
They do have lead.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's lead, but they're definitely like hardened. I won't say it's lead because lead's kind of poisonous.
Wow. So all the Jews lied.
I lied.
You told me it was like lead gloves.
No, that's what he always said. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it never.
So they were like fighting gloves.
That's what he always told us.
They weren't just like.
They showed up and showed me. And it was just like, I'm not gonna fight you, bro. Like it's over something.
You should have Spartan kicked him down the steps. What if it's so badass down your big steps? Just like, ah!
That's funny.
This is bigger.
He showed with like 2 other people. Like it was just like, and there were girls. I was just like, oh, okay, that's why you're doing it.
They're grown.
No,
girls.
Girls.
Wow.
Girls, yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It would have been so good if you just whooped his ass in front of him.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You're just like, what's up, bitches?
But that made sense because I was like, okay, so they were over his friend's house when we were talking the shit on GTA.
In front of girls, you're right. Yep. So
you got real defensive.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I was with my friends on GTA.
Right,
we were all on there, I think.
I wasn't on there that day.
I think Nebby was. I think we had Mike G. And everyone. And we were all just geeking. And he just got serious, I just got serious.
Yeah, that's probably 100%. He was like, I'm walking down there.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's walking down, he wasn't even talking to them. He was walking ahead of them. He's just like,
see these gloves?
I bet you don't say nothing to them. He's just like, you guys coming?
I definitely mentioned the gloves.
I don't think so. I think
he definitely mentioned the gloves. Bro, he mentioned the gloves every time.
Bro, he puts them on in front of them. He's like, he talks to Mike about that, about these like got the gloves still, and then he puts them on for you guys coming. And the whole time he walks, he's just power walking like he's on a mission. They're behind him. They're trying to keep up. They're like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then he's just like, and then when he walked away, he's just like, you take the bitch down.
Yeah, right. That was my whole thing. I was like, I was never gonna fight him because I was like, you're my friend. It was like, I'm not gonna. We were talking shit in GTA. I'm not gonna fight you.
What did you say? I want to know what you said.
I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. That's how minimal it was to me. Just like he got all heated. He's all heated. We're just talking shit. Just GTA shit. I'm not even the best packer. I'm not the best packer. It might have been some shit where like we were all geeking about one thing.
We talked about
and I just came out. I came off like another pack something. I was just like, yeah. And it was like, oh, fight your Steve. It's like, I think I can take you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think I can take you. That's so funny when people say that. Because you're like, what if you did it? Would you not want to fight?
What say that again?
It's funny when people say, I think I could take you. Or I think I could whip your ass. Like, well, if you didn't, then would you still want to fight?
Yeah.
Are you saying you want to fight because you think it beat me? That's what you're saying.
Exactly, man.
Six kind of fucked up now. Six kind of bullish now, don't it?
What do you say? I don't. He didn't say that, but like that's how I felt about it.
I've heard people say that before.
So I was like, I felt like my two other friends were way worse than me. I felt like I was piggybacking off of them. You know, I was just like, oh, you singled me out. I was just like, all right.
I feel like I might have been in this.
Never gonna. As I said, like, I was never gonna fight him, my friend. Like, it's just like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just kill this.
Y'all know what time it is.
Wasn't much.
Y'all know what time it is. The playoffs goes through Baltimore.
When's that? What is that? That's this weekend.
Well, this is the Steelers week.
Yeah. This is, as I said, it wasn't over yet.
We got home field advantage. All
fucked up.
Playoffs for the first time ever. We're the number 1 seed.
Yeah, right. With that record, bro. Yeah, with that record, man, dude, looking beautiful, bro. And will this be the first time that a player has received league MVP?
What's up
on our team? Our first league MVP on our team?
Yeah, it would be. It would definitely be the
if
first
he wins,
MVP.
but it looks like it's in the bag, to be honest.
In the bag.
It looks like it's 100% in the bag. You know? But I don't know, I'm not sure, because like, people are arguing it, That's the one that, like, I forgot what's Joe's name, the gray-haired dude, the one dude that you said you liked, fuck, I can't think of his name right now, fucking shit, he does the solo shit, gray-haired dude, whatever,
football player?
No, he's not a football player, he's an analyst, he does the hot take shit.
Colin Coward.
Not Colin, is it Colin Coward?
Yeah.
Is he the one that does it with Shannon?
Oh, Skip Bayless.
No, okay, so it's Colin Coward.
Okay. Colin Coward does his own show.
Or that's what I'm saying. He said that he said some shit like, oh, the Ravens have like 12 players on the Pro Bowl, like going to the Pro Bowl. Like, how does that make him MVP? Like, Russell Wilson had like 2 players go to the Pro Bowl. He seems more valuable. Like, it was bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It was 100% bullshit. Like, I used to like that guy too.
Yeah, me too.
I was just like, fuck you. Like, what are you even saying right now?
Those are most of those are going to Pro Bowl because of him.
Like, he keeps right. I can keep sending these out, by the way.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not all possible without him.
Mark Ingram isn't going to Pro Bowl without.
You put Robert Griffin in the same position. I don't think he excels like he does.
Mark Ingram was with Drew Brees.
Maybe we go 8-8, and that being pretty fucking like generous right there. Like,
Lamar is a true blessing. A true blessing to this town.
100%, bro.
It is a great thing to have Lamar fucking Jackson, bro. It is amazing. I mean, in every sport, I feel like as a Baltimore fan, I'm always looking at other teams like, I wish I had that guy. Because on defense we've had guys like we had Ray, we had Ed Reed, but on offense we never had a guy like usually John Ogden, offensive line,
right?
But like we never had a guy where you're just like when you watch it,
like star, like
star, offensive star,
like star.
Like, I mean, you could say Jamal Lewis, I guess, but like you get what I'm saying, a superstar.
Had a record.
Just like QB, best in the league, man. I pray for you every night, Lamar.
1 seed, straight
First
up.
First full season.
Yeah.
First full season.
And an impressive one at that, man. Impressive one at that.
MVP.
That's what I think.
First seed.
I don't think it's like stupid. Like I've seen people talk about it, like who cares about Jameis Winston's interceptions? Like he's better than Lamar.
I'm like, I said that, bro.
I've seen people say some
dumbass shit. Person, bro.
I've seen people say that's on these bullshit sports shows that they be having.
That's some dumbass.
That's one thing that's some of them.
Shout out to the offense and like Jim Harbaugh and all them of making that offense too, though. Because they definitely put him in.
What do you think about? It's possible he might be coach of the year.
Harbaugh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, but there's a lot of good arguments, like especially the Mike Tomlin argument.
For the Steelers?
Say if Steelers beat us, right? And Steelers make the playoffs after losing Bell, Brown, no Juju, no Ben Roethlisberger, Connor hurt, Rudolph out, like Pouncey suspended, just all of those problems. That is fucking good, bro. That is honestly impressive. Also, John Gruden, was in the argument. The Raiders, a shitty ass team. And they've still got a long way to go. Was fucking around with that division win.
Yeah.
Just inches away. He probably won't win it. I think to me it's between Mike Tomlin and Jim Harbaugh, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it comes Harbaugh's way just because of like popularity style, just like straight up.
Also just the record.
Is attached the record attached to Lamar. Just like, oh well, last year he wasn't doing this good, and now this year he's doing great. Coach of the year. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think it's gonna be like falling his way. You know?
Yeah, but what's
you
the
know?
playoffs last year?
Yeah, but I think it's gonna fall his way regardless, like that. I'm just saying because of the development of Lamar.
I hope this
Supposedly.
town brings another bowl. That's all I can say, baby.
Yes, 100%, bro. No, like for me, like the Ravens has always been my true hometown team. Versus the Orioles, like they've always been like second place to the Ravens. I guess
for sure.
That might just be just because I like football more, but they've always been my true hometown team. Regardless, like Kyle Bowler days.
The Ravens are the hometown team, bro. I mean, they're both hometown teams, but Orioles success does matter. I mean, when you're just constantly in the pit, you do lose interest in the ones.
Do you remember watching their first Super Bowl win?
The Ravens?
Yeah. You remember watching that?
I would have been 4 years old.
I think you would have. You would have been.
I say that.
Yeah, you would have been like 6.
You know what said that 7. Because the guy I was talking to the day that I worked with was born in 96, and I didn't know. And it's so funny because we were talking about that because I was doing like his age gap between mine. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I remember it.
I remember. I was 6.
But
I remember watching that bitch.
I will tell you something crazy, if I remember correctly, is the game that we won to go to that Super Bowl was on my birthday party. So we at Chuck E. Cheese. I remember my uncle was like the biggest Ravens fan. He literally came over, asked them to turn it on to the channel that like Chucky was on shit.
Right. Oh, there we go. I want to find that. No, but I remember watching that shit, bro. Now I may have not like really understood anything that was going on, but I remember sitting there watching it with my family. We had a lot of people. It was a kind of like a party type, Super Bowl party type thing going on. Yeah, I was probably like, because I was 94, I was late 94, so I was probably like 6. Not 7, I was definitely like 6. So I mean, like I remember watching that shit. Yeah, I'm just not really understand, but just cheering when everyone else cheers. 100%. And just seeing that who we wanted to win was like won.
That makes you happy?
Like, yeah, okay. This is crazy. What's going on? What's going on with you guys?
You got that like a little dog, like a dog.
What's going on with you guys? Exactly. You're just pumped up because they're pumped up. You're like, I've never seen this before.
They're wagging their tail.
Yeah,
they're wagging their tail.
Yeah, 100%. I still remember 9/11.
I remember the second one so clear. I remember 9/11 that clearly.
You remember 9/11? I remember 9/11. I remember specifically because I remember me and my friends in the neighborhood at the time, after watching on the news and leaving school early and watching on the news some more, going outside and they were talking about car bombs and shit. I remember just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go looking cars for car bombs then. And again, it's 2001, so we're like, 7 at this time. So I'm running around like the neighborhood up another street, just like, I see car bombs in here. That's weird for a 7-year-old to do.
It's so weird.
It's weird. We're just like, oh yeah, no, we're good. Our block's good. No car bombs here, right?
That's funny as shit. Underneath the car.
We're straight. Yeah, we straight. We're good over here, man.
Looks good.
It's declared.
Hold up, lady. You stop someone for getting their car. Go underneath of there. You're good.
Bro, I remember the DC sniper. I remember that too.
DC sniper.
I remember that too.
I do not remember.
I remember playing at the playground, seeing a white van just being like,
you think like you got a guy? Have you ever think like you got a guy?
Oh, of course. You hit the corner, you're just like,
no. I mean in fear.
Hit a corner.
Like straight up, like you're walking through the hood. Like I've walked through the hood before where I thought I was about to get robbed. I didn't have a phone on me or nothing. I'm just like, you gotta act like you got a weapon. Yeah. It's the best way.
I've never done that specifically. Where you just like I got the pistol tucked.
I was like, you know what I mean? Or you just act like you're holding it. You know what I mean? You got act like you got that banger on you, brother. And straight fear.
Right. No, I've never done that. Never done that. Straight fear. No. Thankfully.
But you also got robbed a lot.
Thankfully. I was caught off guard a lot, I was caught off guard a lot, bro. That's what it was.
You did get robbed a lot, though. I'm saying this. Maybe you should actually get more guns.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you should get a bigger.
Yeah. That's what I thought about. That's why I really thought about. Bro, that's really why I really think about buying a gun. You're just like.
You trying to get robbed? Sorry, robbed you?
Never trying to get robbed. Just in case you get robbed.
Would you kill him, man?
And that's just my excuse.
Would you kill him, man?
I'll drop him if he comes to my shit.
If someone's trying to rob you, like on the street,
kill him on spot.
You shoot him in the face.
Yeah, don't rob me. You kidding to me, bro? I come to you. You came to me.
But
you demanded money from me.
They're gonna be like, why did you shoot him in the leg, bro?
You demanded money from me.
You shot him in the face?
You demanded money from me.
You were this close. The guy was right here. His face was just...
Boom. Boom.
Hold on.
I'm so scared. I was so
fucking
scared.
Unloaded 6.
Fuck, man. Holy shit.
You just grabbed him in the headlock. It was like, just like 8 to 10 shots, bro. Like,
It's like, God, I'm so scared.
You grabbed me in the head.
I almost died. I almost died.
You grabbed me in the head like you switched your Glock to full auto. It's like,
bro, I almost died. But he shot that at the time. I almost died. Holy shit.
Get off me. After his head's all just blown away.
Oh, shit, bro. Oh, my God. You literally, bro, you get Maryland 10-round magazine, you let it go. Just like,
I always talked about my favorite part, though. This is when you switch that Glocky to full auto. It's just like,
it's
you just look at like,
straight off.
You say like the wreck-a block.
Yeah, low one in the chamber, just like.
I love when it's like you just look at it, it's like, full auto. You start like this, and you just hold it in till you reach the middle.
Oh, you just start spraying until you reach the middle?
Yeah.
I think the fine rate of a Glock may run out before you
get
to the middle.
How about that? Yeah. That good?
You extend those?
No, I can't carry extendeds in my drawers.
So you got, but do you have an extended?
You could not.
The extendo is the barrel.
It's just too much weight, though.
You could have a 17 rounder.
It's just too much weight.
You know?
You do have 17. That's the standard.
That's standard?
Yeah, standard 17 in Glizzy, right?
I don't know.
I thought the regular extender was like 28. Then you got the rim barrel.
You're right. Like you're right. 4 out of 17 would just
4 out of 17, 34 shots. What not
at the same time for different angles, so it's really 17 in a complete angle.
33 shots. That means 3 into 2.
No, so take away the one.
You
borrow that. You borrow that.
That one
I don't know the song you're talking about.
One mic. All I need is one mic.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that song, but I don't remember it like that though.
You know? He says he does like some crazy math, and he is like, Fiend drops his Heineken. I bust back. Oh shit's a rocket. And then he says he's like twin Glocks. He's like twin Glocks, 17 in each. I'm not saying it right, but he's like 17 in each clip. That makes 34. 16 one into you, 16 one into him. That's 2 clips that left, for something.
Right.
It adds it all up.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to play that.
Yeah, but you can pull. Bro. You can pull immediately, bro.
I would just play it though. Just pause.
Yeah, you
I would go out on that.
Yeah, even crazier math. 10% luck, 20% skill.
Bro, now I spent a whole song in reverse.
Yeah, that's true.
It really is a next level talent.
Yeah, that is very true, man. It made it sound good.
Yeah.
It made it sound fucking fire, man. I mean, like, as far as like things that like are creative, and execution wise,
you got so many great songs, bro. So many great songs.
I've really got to brush up on my Nas.
Really I can tell you 10 bangers.
Nasir.
I can think about like
message them. Let's do them all.
Let's go through. We got off the jump. You got my favorite. I love The Message. That's my favorite one. Nas The Message.
I'm very
Stevie
fucked up.
for Augusto is luck ball. I didn't know till I was
I'll tell you one thing. I 100% don't know Nas like you do. I really remember like the mainstream like bangers. Like I remember one mic. I remember like the one where like the one that we both like. The one that's
I know I can't.
Yeah, and then there's another one that like I said I don't know the names of them, bro. Like there's another one that we were talking about last time.
There's another one. So if I ruled the world.
Yeah, it's another one. Yeah.
I free all my brothers.
I don't say there's a lot of those that I know, but I'm just like, oh yeah, that was nice.
And then there's that song "Daughters."
Can you sing it as you go?
Great song.
Would you mind? Would you mind doing a bar of each?
Nas The Message.
In his cadence.
Black was sunk in the seat, tinted with heat, beats bumping. Across the street, features wilding. Back in '94, crazy shining. I had it's like CB4 Augusto, your luck blow. I didn't know till I was drunk though. Freak played out. 96 ways I made out. 70. It's like an old school style flow. He runs you through a story of like him and his boys seeing the shootout. You know what I mean?
Well, that time was it really old school?
That's why I say old school feel, but I mean to me basically, I guess. But he runs through that, and you got one mic, of course. You know what I mean?
One mic,
Bullets
definitely.
ricocheting from the spots that are hot again. A fiend drops his Heineken. With my luck, I got up. The cop shot again. That's just so hard, bro. That's just so hard, bro.
I was saying, like, I remember there was a point where, because there was a point where, like, I didn't listen to a lot of rap, and then when I did get into rap, like, I would listen to a lot of, like underground shit, you know, like, and I would listen to it so intimately, you know. I haven't done that in a while. It's like listen really intimately to something.
Nas is the one to listen to, bro.
100%.
Sure.
100% is what I'm gonna do. 100%.
If you look for something new, I say that guy NF, man.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. Oh, yeah. I know NF, bro.
He's got a lot of bangers.
Yeah, bro. I listen to a lot of them, you know. We talked about before,
but Nas has like he's got the Ether song that fuck Jay-Z. It starts like that and shit when he went at one at him, and then the daughter song is great where he talks about like how a guy feels having a daughter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's like, I know she ain't gonna post no appropriate pics. God damn, I listened to the song in so long.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna brush up on them, bro.
That daughter song is really fucking good.
I want to listen to them again. You know, it's like,
and then one of the hardest sequence ever in rap, but especially a good song by Nas, right? J. Cole made that song with Trey Songz that was supposed to be like a mainstream sellout,
right?
You know what I mean? Apparently, Nas had told somebody that he was disappointed in that song from J. Cole. So that got back to J. Cole. And J. Cole made the song Let Nas Down. May your idols never be your rivals. You know what I mean? He says so much shit in there. He's like, just talking about how like Nas was his hero and he couldn't. He's like, he talks about how he made a sellout track and shit.
Right.
Well, Nas comes back and says, it makes another song. Says like you didn't, it's like called like you didn't let me down, you know, or something like that. And they both like went back and forth to each other, and they never even talked to each other about it. It just was word of mouth, basically.
Right.
But it was just dope as shit. Where he's like, "Live long, Lung King," you know, basically like saying like he's passing the crown to J. Cole.
Right.
It's all if you just listen to both songs, listen to J. Cole's, then his is an awesome sequence of events.
Yeah, I might have to do that because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, bro, that's really cool.
I'm about to listen to
J.
that
Cole's
one,
song's really cool too.
Yeah, those are very beautiful to me, man. Especially when it's like, you know, very.
Yeah, I used to print out Nas raps and post them all on my walls. Everybody's seen theirs, but that was pictures I saw, you know, like little shit like that. And he was like shouting them out. And
it's a different type of music experience, bro.
Yeah, bro.
100%, man.
But Nas is just there's like a bunch of songs I can play you, like on that one song they had like the Amy Winehouse song and shit like that. Like that album is extremely complex. That's like one of the best albums I've ever listened to in my life. There's one song where it's like, God damn it, he spits it so fast, man. You know, there's like there's a surgeon that is operating from his new. He tells this story after story, and it's he's got like 3 songs in there. I have to send you, bro. I'll send you a bunch of Nas songs, bro.
Yeah, please do.
But that one that he talks about, where he tells like 3 stories basically. That is just like insane, man. Just insanely crazy how detailed he goes. You know, where he talks about, he's like got this. He's like. He does like the final one on one of the songs is like him detailing like an alcoholic surgeon who's an alcoholic because his wife's cheating on him, so he's sleeping like with a woman there, and how that's affecting the surgeries that he's doing. It's like super complex, bro.
Levels of some shit like that, bro. Like
dog, that's the kind of music I love, man. That's why I'm a big fan 100%. Of Lupe, bro. People don't know about the real Lupe shit. You know, Lupe is crazy like that, bro. Like he's got one song that like never even got like big, but called Intruder Alert, man. And I just think it's like one of the greatest songs ever.
You showed me that one, yeah.
Fucking written ever, bro. And it got no love, yo. And it makes me pissed off thinking about it. You know what I mean?
I've played that, listened to that a couple of times. That definitely is a strong song, bro.
Man. When he talks about like the refugee and shit, like the immigrant shit, in a boaty boat, hopefully strong enough to support her. Hoping border patrols will find her, process and deport her before she reaches the land of the free, where they stamp you, call you illegal, call you, you know what I mean? Just like crazy shit. He's like
going into it, man.
Ellie, he snuck in every purse that he snuck in, all the levels of hell he's been through, and the one that he's stuck in, even though it's the one he can't escape, even though it's his own construction. I bet you can't relate. I bet you're one of those that just doesn't. Yo, that shit is fucking insane talent, bro. I'm telling you,
crazy how many of those you remember, bro.
Because listen, that's what I'm saying. I know I said it 1,000 times, and this is one of the ones where I'm like, I don't even care if people think that I'm biased, bro. I know that I got an ear for music, bro. I know when there is a fucking talent there. Yeah, I can name you any talented song I ever see. I can name you a Charles Hamilton song. That guy ain't been around in 10 years, but I remember the one fucking song he released that was nothing but pure talent, bro. I know, like, the first time I ever seen Wiz Khalifa, it was the song This Plane, his first music video ever. I told Bill, that guy's going to be famous right away. I'm not trying to brag, bro, but I've got an ear for music where I go, if he can make that, he's going to be able to make money.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Will he be my favorite artist? No. But that guy's going to make music. He's going to make good music. Like, you could tell right a fucking way, bro. And with Lupe, it was like that. And people rocked him on that tail. Fucking, what's that song he got? Words I Never Said, bro.
Yeah.
That song's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what blew up. That was like one of his, like,
Gaza Strip was getting bombed. Obama didn't say shit.
Yeah.
That shit is, it was, bro, one of my favorite lines ever. He says, I think that all the silence is worse than all the violence. Fear is such a weak emotion. That's why I despise it. Oh, it's just like, He said,
yeah,
and he says, fear lays inside of all. What's he say? God damn it.
He's like fear of like what you think of me.
Yeah.
I'm scared of even telling the truth.
I'm scared to even tell the truth. So scared of what you think of me. I'm scared of even telling you. My mind is like a jail cell. I think I'm finally breaking through. Some shit like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
That one line for me. Think that all the silence is worse than all the violence. Fear is such a weak emotion. That's why.
Let me just say, a different type of chills, bro.
Yeah.
A different type of chills that just sit down your spine,
and then you smack a guy like that did Kick Push.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody knows that song. Every skater loved that song.
Yeah.
Push.
Everybody loved that
song. Yeah. And on top of that, you got the other song people don't know about, Superstar.
Yeah.
That's Lupe too.
Yeah.
And then you got another deep ass song called Hip Hop Saved My Life. If you heard that.
Another one, yep.
You know what I mean? That one's even a lot of our cars so you could drive up to Dallas with it open up for amateurs. That shit was so hard, bro. That shit was fucking great, bro.
Go back and listen to my Lupe. I'm listening to my Nas. Listen to all that shit, bro.
Listen, right now, straight up, Newell's top 5, right? Newell's top 5. I'm gonna go off of my favorite artist that I listen to, not even when I think talent. Right. I'm not gonna go off talent. It's straight up Cole, Nas, Lupe. That's hands down. Nobody can take that from me for the rest of my life. Okay? Those three.
To the death of that, bro.
I can listen to those three to my death, bro. I could cycle those three and I'm good. That's my type of music, bro. Conscious fucking rap that also can be a hit. You get what I'm saying? Yep. I can write a hit. I'm a conscious rapper that can write a hit. That's what I like right there. And I love that. After that, that's when you get into hard times.
4 and 5?
I mean? 4 and 5 is when you get into hard times. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because it's like, at that point, it's like, fuck, man. There's so much shit I like from so many artists, dog. Yeah. I'd have to go through like individual artists, It's like, I can't put 50 in there. I'm not putting M in there. It's just not enough consistency for me.
50.
I'll tell you who's working his way. NF is working his way up into my fucking top.
Yeah,
NF is gonna put him there yet, but he's getting his way up there, dog.
Yeah, he's definitely dope. It's a little more from him.
I don't want to say Drake. I enjoy his music, but it's more from a skill level than actually like a relatability level.
You won't go Wayne.
I won't go Wayne. No. You know what I want to say, bro? Kevin Gates is number 4 for me.
Oh shit.
Kevin Gates is number 4 for me. I'm just talking about my music, not talking about all-time greats or nothing like that. Or
so controversial.
I'm just straight up saying like you're on an island. I got you 5 artists, right?
Well, your credibility just went to shit.
Listen, you're on an island. I got you 5 artists. I'm going Kevin Gates 4, bro. And then for a 5th artist, I'm gonna have to give you something different. Obviously, I gave you a lot of. I'm gonna have to give you like some. See, that's what I'm saying. This ain't my top 5 at this point. That was my top 3. At this point, I feel like
this is rap.
Yeah, but it's also like current because like, am I gonna add everybody ever? And try to do that list? I can only go off of like my actual. I like judging people that I live to hear.
Your top 5, yeah.
Yeah, that was around to hear. So I would definitely put them 3 in there. I know Lupe's not going to be in people's top 5, but for me,
definitely slept on. But you have a great argument for him.
Yeah,
you have a great argument for him.
I think banger after banger.
Yeah.
I think in my top 5 personally, Kevin is fucking up there, bro. He's definitely up there.
Yeah. You think so?
He has to be. I mean, I like. So I got me my Kevin
argument. It's your, like I said, it's in your top 5. So
Kevin Gates has so many bangers there, bro. But plus, he has those introspective songs. You know what I mean?
It's very true.
I love that Perfect Imperfection song where he's like, my cousin Ruger, he a shooter. He can hit you from the scooter. He don't even need a scope. That shit was so hard. That shit was so hard, bro.
It's such a great.
That's a great line.
That's a great line, man.
I'm a perfect imperfection, and I don't need attention from the radio.
Yeah, I got you.
Sometimes I zone out.
You'll name a lot of Kevin Gates songs. I'll be like, yeah, I did hear that one.
Yeah,
I did hear that one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are bangers, man.
Yeah,
a lot of them are bangers.
I'm not even trying to go like it's mainstream shit. I'm thinking about like the other song he got, like Vouch.
And they're still known.
It's like Streets of he's had some crazy shit in that one, man. Swung some island, threw some fists in Baton Rouge, we would call it. Everyone was hating because we was from New Orleans. Grandma's house felt more like an orphanage. That shit was fucking hard, bro. The way that his voice sounds on shit, man, he can mix so much shit together. He's got that new album, man, that I love on that Fly Away song. He's like a love like mine.
He's very singing. He's very good at singing too. I'm not saying he's a good singer.
Yeah, harmonizing.
He's good at doing that. Exactly.
He harmonizes very good.
He has a very good cadence.
Sure. He can make any. Bro, I watched videos of him just freestyling on shit. People giving him beats to make anything a hit. It sounds like you give him any beat and he'll make a hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just his voice.
Talented guy.
He's got like the best voice in rap, bro.
Yeah, he has a great
Kevin
voice.
Gates got the best voice in rap.
That's what a lot of people said about Drake was that like his voice was like technically the best voice in rap because it was at a pitch and a sound that like was very easy to like put into anything, or like master and like work with. That's one thing that they said as like from like a mixing point.
Kevin Gates can make like vodka and ashtray rap. You know what I mean? Rhyme. There's a vodka and ashtray. I swear he would do it, bro. I'm speaking vodka's ashtrays of cognac. He just make it all sound together, bro. And you'll be like, yeah, it worked. It worked. Maybe it didn't sound perfect, but it worked.
Because, like I said, it's just that cadence, that ride and that
southern
vibe,
to him.
That ride and that vibe, bro. Just straight up.
No love like mine, supposed to be in protection. You broke my heart, and it's just not getting better. The angels coming down from it. The angels telling me I won't be allowed back to heaven. Like, some type of shit, bro. You're just like, man, I appreciate it.
It was like, whoa, boy.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, dummy.
Yeah, and then, like, even if you don't even go on, like, conscious like that, like, the reason, like, I like the Polo G shit. I mean, it was just like, one minute you with your brother on that block, laughing and joking. Next minute, he shot, gasping and choking. Like, little shit like that. Like, I'm like, yeah, bro, that's how you write a bar, bro. Like, that's how you write a bar, dog.
You gotta feel it, man. Like, like there's very few people that like invoke strong emotion, man.
Have you ever that one song?
Strong emotion.
That one song he has about his grandma. Like, you don't feel that type of energy on many songs.
No, I'm not. Like, which one?
Yeah.
What's it called?
God damn it.
I probably You know, like I said, I probably wouldn't
My
know.
grandmama's still with me. I feel the spirit. My sister calling corrections.
Yeah, I know.
God damn, I ain't listened to a song in a minute.
I know which one you're talking about though. That sounds familiar. You know, I feel like I know which one you're talking about. But I'm not sure where it's coming.
Everybody goes through struggle. It's all about perseverance.
Yeah, it's like I said, it sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying?
God damn, I listened to that song. I gotta back him up. I've actually fell off my Polo G because like nothing else came.
Oh, was that Polo G? I thought it was Kevin Gates.
No, that's Polo G.
That's Polo G.
Yeah, that's Polo G. I mean,
Or I've listened to this shit
like
a couple of times. You know,
song.
I've moved on from there. You know what I'm saying?
As I'm saying, he got to drop something else.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The one with the talking about his grandma.
He did a song with Lil Durk that was really hard.
I've always enjoyed Lil Durk.
I like Lil Durk.
I've always enjoyed Lil Durk.
Lil Durk's like I would if I was an executive, I would sign Lil Durk, bro. And you know, like I'm always talking shit on that type of music, but like I think he does it great.
Yeah,
I really do, bro. I think he's great at harmonizing and shit like that.
Yeah, easy to like he's flows, and he can just kind of like make anything work type of style. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like Lil Durk. You know, I only know a couple people who like really fucked with Lil Durk.
Through the Storm, that song is called.
Through the Storm, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. Like I said, as soon as you sent me that, I bumped that shit for a little while. You know, why not?
It's been a great one. It never ends.
God damn.
Yeah, that was that shit for sure, bro.
What? That shit?
Polo G.
Polo G.
I for sure signed Polo G. There's just certain people I see it in speaker knockers. That's another person like I would have signed first time I seen him.
Yeah, I did like it.
Just a way to make a banger out of anything.
And that story that he fucking had.
Who's talking about? Oh, Rico story?
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. I thought that was one of his worst songs.
He was kind of like one of like the first ones to like do that. He sparked like kind of like a trend with that.
Yeah, it's like, but the money song he did. What am I gonna do with all this money? It was like simple shit, but he just made it so fucking hot.
Yeah, just rock with it, bro.
And then the Lonely. Had to get some bands by my Lonely.
Bro,
that shit was huge, bro.
I think one of the like the top songs of like the past decade is Bobby Shmurda with Hot, you know.
I think that was a big song. That was definitely a big song, bro.
One of the biggest ones, yeah.
That Speaker Knocker's Money song, bro.
That was big.
Or Lonely.
That was big.
Lonely was way bigger. Lonely was his biggest song. Kevin Gates did a remix of that on his new album.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Shout out
that's still living.
Shouts out the Speaker Knockers.
Shout out the Speaker Knockers.
Oh yeah, sad one. People would definitely.
You want to talk about like artists that died in the rap industry? That's one that really fucking hurt.
Yeah,
that's like I hate to say like who's talented after they're dead, but like Little Peep, Temptations, it's like man, Speaker Knockers was talented, bro. That was a sad one to me.
Yeah, definitely liked them. You know,
Mac Miller I thought was talented. I would have signed Mac Miller, bro. Yeah. I would have cut a lot of the corny shit he did, but he had a lot of good songs.
I mean, especially with that last album, man.
He was going a different direction. He was sounding good. The Objects in the Mirror.
I was like, right there was just like, bro, man. I was like, wow, you really.
Talk some that.
It's like when he came up with this last year, like I said, I'm very bad with the names and naming some of the songs, but I think Outside or whatever that song was called, The Mirror, whatever, Objects in the Mirror, that one was on that last album. But his last album, it's a shame it didn't win that Grammy, but like that was like definitely one of his like he was going in that type of direction that I feel like he was always really capable of. You know, like I feel like in the beginning he tried to like make those like bangers. He wanted those radio hits. It seemed like he was reaching for those. He wanted things just like I mean, I guess that's the like a way for you to go and way for you to take it, but like I don't think that was ever like the way he was gonna go. Because I mean, like even when he had those, he had a couple songs here and there that were like really deep, intricate, and really intimate. It really showed that like his talent overall was like, you know, I won't say being wasted, because I mean, like everyone still loved like that Donald Trump hit. You know, I mean that was like one of his like ones that was like it was a banger that played on the radio and shit. He did it all the time. But like his last album, that shit was like, you know, like the deep, intimate, intricate from like the beginning to the end. He was doing
what an artist should do.
Exactly.
He was changing, right? Exactly. And he was changing in a good way. That we're like, this actually sounds better than that shit, which wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of good songs. He's got that Missed Calls song. Missed Calls. emails. Are you
Yeah.
going into details of how that shit was good, man?
Oh yeah, 100%,
and then he's got
man.
Best Day Ever.
Yeah, Best Day Ever.
Yeah, Best Day Ever. And there's another one that's like that. But Best Day Ever. Just me smiling from cheek to cheek. I never thought life could be this sweet.
I think there was like Good AM or something. That was a good song.
I remember something like that. Yeah,
it was. I think that might have been the name of his album or something. But I mean, like that was another good album that he had out, where he was like, on a different type of like angle with this shit going on.
When it's an artist I really looked into, though, it's always the little songs that no one remembers that I enjoy the most. Which is like he had this one that was called Another Night, and I just absolutely loved it, man. It was like him basically all alone, just spitting some shit of how he felt. Wasn't the best lyrical or nothing like that, but it was the feel of the song where it was like, man, it put you in a certain place. Like it kind of reminded you of like being 17 alone at night.
I hate to be that guy, but I remember listening to Macklemore. This is before all that thrift shop shit, all that shit ever blew up. Before he even like made it there with like Ryan Lewis or whatever. Where he had this, it was an album. It had less than 10,000 views. I remember I'd bump that show, listen to it. And that was that thing where like he had a feeling and a vibe where like he was super deep and really intimate with like all the songs they had. I remember I can't find it anymore. I don't know what it was called, but like he had one. It was all about like his friend overdosing from the lean. Him. They were both like addicted to like this shit or whatever. It was like his boy like overdosing, like dying next to him or some shit.
He's got some bangers.
Yeah, I'm saying like
that song, Same Love.
People never go back to that old shit.
Well, for me, like I don't think I listened to that album. I definitely never heard that song. But I had listened to some Macklemore before, and I didn't like him. I was like, he's kind of corny to me. When he started putting the songs out there like Thrift Shop and Same Love and shit, I was like, I like that shit. Like that shit was good, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, it just felt like, because like there was like that one thing, Wings. I mean, like not all of his like mainstream hits were like, in my opinion, were like not good, but like I mean, like it was like a different step from like what he put out before. You know what I mean? Like
Same Love was deep, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. But I mean, like comparatively to like Same Love is one that stands out, but like comparatively, most of them that like really took off. Of course, the one Wings that besides that one as well, like. His shit was like really like deep. Remember, he had like a song about like the homeless and like seeing this homeless guy outside the apartment. I mean, it was very like story driven. It was really intimate. It was really awesome. Like you should go back and listen to a lot of his like old shit. I'll have to show you that album. I forgot what it's called. I'll have to show you it later.
Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be great.
Yeah, after that, yeah, I'll definitely pull it up after this. Yeah.
The Thrift Shop, I was like, okay, it's a banger, good job. But with Same Love, I was like, that took talent to write that song.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I love that part where he's like, a paragraph
100%.
from a book that was written 3,500 years ago. That shit is so cool how he ended it like that.
That's what I'm saying. He was a great artist, man. It was another one that like kind of pops in my head. I think it was a great artist and capable of doing both of those.
Shit. He struggles with pills.
Yeah.
Substance abuse.
Yeah. It was The Language of My World in 2005. So this is like 10 years before. It was 10 years before he even blew up.
I'm trying to remember that.
Not 10 years, but probably,
I'm definitely going to look that up.
Yeah, man, this is like old. Oh, that's 2005, bro.
I'm interested in that.
Like he had one about like white privilege. Yeah, they're all up on here now. Yeah, City Don't Sleep. That's the homeless one. Soldiers. Yeah, As Soon as I Wake Up, My Language. That's another good one.
Bro. I like a good album. Recommend.
Yeah, this person's one of my favorites. I remember used to listen to it all the time. I remember it was like I actually read some of his lyrics on like the back of my door. Cool. And one of my house, in one of my rooms.
So it's funny how certain songs just hit.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like there was this album I couldn't find either. There was a song of Remy Ma. Do you know her?
Yeah.
Well, like my sister used to like her. So one day I stole my sister's CD and I played Remy Ma on my CD all day. And there was this one song about her getting an abortion that I loved, bro. Like it was just so real and raw. And I would just replay it over and over until she took the CD back.
Yeah.
And I can never find the song again, bro. But it was like such a
good. You can't look up Remy Ma abortion song. Like
I've looked for it before, but I couldn't find it. So I think I gotta go a little deeper.
I'll find it.
Yeah, I gotta go a little deeper.
I'll find out.
But I remember like my favorite rap song ever was City High. What Would You Do? Do you remember that song?
Remy Ma?
No.
Who?
By City High. City High. What Would You Do?
Nah.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite. My first favorite rap song was So I was like, what would you do if your son was at home and he's crying? And you're
Yeah.
sleeping with a man for a little bit of money because his daddy's gone in and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now.
Yeah.
That shit was good, bro.
Well, I remember like when I first started like got into rap because I used to listen to like a lot of like metal and shit. Like when I first started getting into rap, like one of my favorite songs was like by Cunning Linguist. It was called Language. You know, that's one of them. There was one of my there was like Sand People, Hate Aside. That was a good one. There's one by like it was like Nature of the Beast or some shit, and there were it was I can't remember what the fuck any of this shit was called though, man. I'm gonna search for that shit later, man. That's a tough one to find. I found it before recently, but that's still a tough one to find again, man.
I mean,
I
definitely
can't
so
think of
many
it.
people come and go.
Yeah, like I remember like my idea of rap to begin with, I was like, oh, it has to be like lyrical and intricate to be good. You know, I was like when I first got into rap, that's what I thought. I was like, I quickly got away from that because I remember being in like 9th and 10th grade. I was just like, Waka, Meek Mill, with House Party. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
It's
awesome.
But like for me, it's so weird because like with that guy Charles Hamilton I was talking about, like that's a guy that came out like over 10 years ago. We seen his music video one time, me and my cousin.
Right.
And I was like, that's a super talented song that he had right there. And he literally never had nothing again. That song lasted like 2 months. Nobody probably remembers him at all. He never had another song, never had another album, nothing. But I always remember because like he had this one bar that was like, do she get bored with the Gucci, of course. So she rocked Louis till it's not new anymore. And it was so hard. It was called Brooklyn Girls.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I know it got smarter with them girls up in Harlem, but ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl, you know. And I did a little thing for them girls out in Bronx, but ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl. And there was like another part was like, Mama say, Mama, Makusa. I don't know what it means, but it sounds kind of hot. That's literally so weird. Like that's just stuck in my brain from 10 years ago. Randomly watching it on a couch. It was when Rihanna had that song. Remember when Rihanna came that song? Mama, Makusa, Mama, Makusa. He came out with a song a little bit afterwards, and we're just sitting there on the couch watching this video that I seen literally one fucking time with Bill, and I'm just like, it was the same thing I did with Wiz Khalifa. The same thing I did with Wiz Khalifa. I was like, that guy's gonna be famous, but he never wrote another album or another song.
Right.
And I was just like, bro, that song was good. You should follow up on this.
It'd be going on and on.
I wish I could just be like a talent evaluator for like music, bro. That would be such a cool job for me.
You could be there, bro.
I sleep in my van.
We're testing a music podcast. Yeah, straight up. Like,
bro, we should have a band.
That's what you could do. You know any bands?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get band in here.
Paul fucking Schroeder.
Be a live band.
No. Paul Schroeder. We'll get you there. That's what Joe did that, though.
They have a live band?
Yes, with Everlast.
And they were playing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're playing, bro. And another person, too, that does like heavy jazz and shit.
That's awesome, man. That's the one thing. That's why I want to learn an instrument. So you can kind of jam out with somebody. You know?
You know what was a little cringy is Joe didn't bring it up when they started playing. They were like, play a song, Joe. You know? So it was like they had talked about it, but Joe never set it up to where they played the song.
Exactly.
They were like, but I tell you what, the song was good. Everlast on there. You know what Everlast is? It's an old school band, but they wrote an old school person. He's a person. But so he wrote a song called What It's Like. You ever heard that?
I'm sure I have, bro. I guess I have terrible names.
He's like, I seen a good man commit a crime. I seen a bad man lie. I seen a sinner tell the truth. Some shit like that is a great fucking song. Like that's the only song I can specifically remember. The song he plays on Rogan's podcast is still really good though. But like that What It's Like song, that's what he's famous for. That song was so good, bro. Yeah, it's like just story after story, you know? He's like talking about a prostitute and a homeless man and shit. And it's just like great.
I tell you what song that really gets me is like that. It's that one Hawaiian dude. Remember that really big Hawaiian dude? And he was just like, like the birds fly up way high. Like he's playing like the ukulele. I don't remember the exact lyrics, of course. This is like the board, like I don't know, man. It was like this big old Hawaiian dude. The actual, that's what I don't remember. The name wasn't Hawaiian too.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
The song name wasn't Hawaiian too, I believe. See, that's the thing. I can't remember what
got
it is.
no idea,
It was just in my head. I can't remember what it was though, man. But that's what song that stuck in my head. Just because it was really simple, but seemed to be really pure. And it was only like him and a ukulele.
I've had songs like that. I swear there's songs that just won't go away.
Yeah.
It bothers me that I'm thinking about it here with you, yo. Like there's certain songs, like 2 songs are imprinted in my head that you're talking about, like Jason Mraz, I'm Yours.
Yeah,
like that's for some reason I watched that music video and it was always because I watched it debut. And it's always been in my head, you know. It's like
because you had a bad day.
You got something to say. You got something to say. My breath fogged up the glass. So I drew it a smile and laughed it away. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
But one these are one that's specific, like songs I will never forget for some reason. That's one, and another one is Kobe Kaye, Bubbly.
Yeah, that's not one for me,
bro. The thing is, I watched the debut.
That's my problem.
It's something about me watching the debut.
My problem is one's like
it's in my nose. My problem goes down to my toes. Whenever it takes.
I need to sing it. That's me in my head. You know, one that gets me is Mystical, where he's like, "Shake that ass. Now watch yourself. Now shake that ass.
I like when
show me what you work."
I like when he's like, "Step." They told me. Stay up at that pillow cabinet.
You better help the bear. It's man, that one's always gonna be in my head, bro. 100%.
For me, it's always like, if you bought. I don't even know nothing else, no bars from that song.
Not
baby. Not if you bought.
And one like peaches and cream, like all that shit, bro.
And we ready to fight.
Everybody in the club get tips.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
I got my swag.
Yeah.
I got my swag.
I gotta add that one. I forgot about that.
Swag's are bro, man. Oh my god.
I swear. He's like white as shit in the club.
It's like, I'm just glad to be here. I'm off beat. I know.
I paid $20 to get in.
I'm just glad to be here. You got it for free? It's free to be here. That's one. That's like
whenever you're about to go beg somebody, though, you should definitely like nut if you butt.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So like nut if you butt, you're just ready to fight.
Yeah. Your kid's always like.
I'm literally thinking like Gladiator. Like I'm about to go out. What's one song I want to hear? I think that's it, dog.
Like if you
butt. If you butt. Nut if you butt. Just like yeah.
I don't do a butt.
I'm about to butt.
About nut.
I don't even know what you mean, dog. Knuckles. I'm finna throw them. I'm not lying now.
Oh, what's up? Like
testing. You ever seen Joe Dirt? You ever seen Joe Dirt?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's just like, is this queer? Is this queer? Testing. Yeah, but Freddie. Some shit like that. Is this queer? Is this queer? Testing. Is this faggot? Is this faggot?
So you're just like, please.
I like when Bert in that sober recap on Joe Rogan's podcast, Bert said retard, or he said faggot. And then he's like, I don't know if I'll be able to say those jokes anymore. And then Joe was like, because it's banned. That word's banned. Yeah, I've been saying it.
I was laughing when he kept telling Ari to put the fruits away. He was like, put the fucking fruits
5
away.
times. He's like, they're illegal.
Fruits away.
He wanted to be like, oh, they're illegal. Like he wanted to tell a story.
Yeah, he's like, it's a grenade.
Bro, but I gotta say it again. Like,
grenadines.
That's not funny, bro.
No.
You agree with me now?
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's the least funny out of all of them.
And that whole situation with like the drug thing made it was really awkward, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. He keeps saying, like, that's the thing, right? That's what pissed me off about the whole
spiritual
thing.
Healer.
Listen, here's the thing that pissed me off about it, right? He's like, yeah, bro, you drugged me in front of my kids, and my wife knew about it. But when you're originally listening to him tell the story, he goes upstairs, tells his wife to come in the bathroom, and then says, oh, you drugged me. It's what the fuck, bro? You fucking little bitch. You know what I mean? You little whipped bitch. If you drugged me right now, Steve, you think I'm gonna go up to Kay and be like, Steve gave me a lolly? It's the last thing I'm doing. Let's stay down here for as long as I can. We're finna do a long ass podcast. And then we go up there. I'm gonna try to act normal. You know what I mean? You don't go to your bitch like.
And when he was like, I'm not
I'm drugged.
I'm not sure I'm gonna release it. Like, I was really anxious and excited.
They never released it.
Yeah,
never
like,
did. And then he's like, my kids see me drugged. It's like, stay the fuck away from your kids. Tell your wife, hey, my fucking friend gave me some fucking free drugs. You know what I mean? I'm a little fucked up. Like, give me a sec. You know what I mean? Take care of the kids. I got you. I'll take care of them tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, some shit like that. You ever be a little pussy? Like, I'm a bastard. I drugged me.
Yeah, it was when he was
like, fuck out of this group.
Especially when he elaborated the whole thing. I was just like, what? Like,
I do not like him. I don't like him.
I'm on Ari's side.
I said it. I'm on Ari's side, bro. The
Yeah.
drugging was cool. Drugging was cool.
Listen, drug him again.
Dog, I hope I'm 70 years old and you spike my drink.
Was we wait for that perfect moment.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's what saved me with the whole Ari situation, right? What did Ari say? I put Molly in both our drinks.
Yeah.
They both did Molly, bro.
Yeah.
I just got you to do Molly with me. Say we're 55 years old and I just spike you with a Grandma Molly, but I put a Grandma Molly.
We're cool. We're good.
Bro, we're in a resort.
Wait, bro, Grandma Molly? Grandma Molly? Grandma Molly, bro?
You can drink, dog?
Good looks, man. How much was that? Like, don't you worry about it, bro.
We're out here with Jamaica.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, that still applies even if I'm at my house with my kids and wife.
That's what I'm saying, right? It would still be cool. I'd be like, all right, bro, let's go get some friendlies.
What? Oh,
you know, I went to friendlies on Mary Boulevard the other day, bro. I'm sitting there at like the Go. You know, you ever been to Go? I'm sitting there on the Go thing. And like no one comes for like 10 minutes, yo. Then like this 16-year-old girl comes over, right? She slams the window open and she looks straight. Like she don't even look at us. She's like, and I was like, this is weird. Like I literally said that. I'm like, this is weird. And then literally like, another like 10 seconds go by and she's like, how can I help you? And she's not looking at us. She's like this. How can I help you? And I'm like, she'll take a strawberry milkshake. And like before I could even say what I wanted, she's just like, hold up. She walks away, bro, and there's like a mop in the way. She grabs the mop and just throws it across the floor. And I'm just like, I think we should leave. It's like, I don't think we want her making food, like anything for us. You know what I mean? So we just fucking ended up dipping away.
Yeah, fuck that. You know, especially you're just like,
it's so weird.
You don't mess with that. You know, you don't even want to try.
Bro, that was like, I'm not even a type of person, but like that was one time I was thinking like, man, I'd like to talk to your manager. And just like so she knows how shitty you are. He knows, you know, how shitty you are. Yeah. Because you're horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had that type of bro. I've been the most pissed off you could ever be at Popeyes. Working drive-through. Trying to get times down.
Do some shit like that.
I would never ever treat nobody
working those times. Working those times.
Get my times down. Bro. I would never I could be the most pissed off ever. When a customer came, I'm like, hey, what can I get you? You know what I mean? You're nice.
Exactly.
The fuck? Exactly. Suck it up for 2 fucking minutes, then go back to being manager coworker.
Exactly.
I love the thing that was like, I hate people that blame everybody for everything. Just find somebody and blame them for everything. Blame one person for everything.
That's the thing. Like, I remember I was walking around downtown, and I remember there was this fiend walking next to me, and he was on the phone. And he's talking to somebody, like begging for money on the phone. He's like, "Oh, it's like, yeah, I know. Just let me get some." I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, "Oh my god!" Like I forgot how I was connecting this.
Some fiend begging on the phone downtown.
But
if fiend had a track phone downtown.
What were we talking about before? Anyway, I mean, like, just hearing the other side of that. Because I'm usually on the other side of like the phone call, not the fiend. They come on the other side of that, like where they're like, "Let me get some money." It was like, no, it's just like to see and hear the other side was kind of neat.
Like there's this one guy who's getting his legs cut off, and like the whole time he's just posting like, "Somebody bring me a system."
Can you say it one more time?
There's somebody I know who's getting his legs cut off, and the whole time he's posting on Facebook, he's like, "Here's my Cash App, send me money." And he's like, does anybody got any old systems? And he's like, can someone buy me a system? And he's like, someone bring me presents. And it's just like, where my leg, dude? That picture I sent you.
I can't bring you a leg. Like it's what you really need, actually. And I can't do that for you, my friend.
The crazy thing about him, right, is that, bro, I told you.
You think it's crazier?
Listen,
getting your leg.
They cut him off like half shin. Then, right, maybe a little high, like 3/4 shed.
Yeah.
Then they stapled that shut, Steven. Steven, he fell and busted that open. He busted those staples that were holding all of that skin closed.
Open wound.
And had an open wound. And then they had to shave his bone down so they could close it again and take his kneecap. I'm about to throw up.
Let's talk about it anymore, bro. I'm gonna sit there and I'm just like, gee,
bro,
you have an open. It's not even an open wound,
bro. Imagine
it's
your
your leg severed right there.
Imagine your staples busting open, Steven, on your severed leg.
But that's what makes it.
It's like 20 staples.
Look, that's
just
but listen, that's what makes it worse. If I had 20 staples across my arm, whatever. We have 20 staples closing where
a wound.
Not a wound, where your leg got cut off.
Right. The whole limb.
Exactly. That's the bottom where it's got cut off, where your limb goes attached, and now it's busted open. What the fuck?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
No,
and all in all, yes.
Yes. I summed it up pretty well, I believe. But all that from doing some hair.
Yes. I just want to know how you felt. Because I don't think you should be walking like a weekend.
You probably need to be in a
Shouldn't
wheelchair.
walk until the staples are gone.
But it's probably like on crutches. It's probably on crutches.
Think so? Took a spill.
I mean, probably just said fuck
What
the
if he
wheelchair.
just like straight up, I like the morphine. He just busts his shit open.
Or they weren't gonna give him a wheelchair. They're like that.
So he's just like
the young wheelchair. Give me morphine. Bang me the fuck up.
That like makes my eye quench a little bit, you know?
Okay.
Like just him thinking about busting his own staples.
For some pain.
For some morphine. Listen, bro.
I would like to say it wouldn't happen.
Listen to this, right? I'm gonna explain this to you. A natural woman testosterone level.
What are you trying to explain to me?
Listen. A natural woman testosterone level is 60. Okay?
60 what?
60.
60 what?
Whatever they measured it. Testosterone points is what Bass Rudin described it as. Bass Rudin, right, was on Suboxone for 3 years. His testosterone, dog, was 5.
Bass Rudin.
Do you know who that is?
I believe so, but I mean,
it's an old school fighter.
Oh my god,
bro, his testosterone was 5. The doctors were like, "How are you getting out of bed with 5 testosterone?"
I don't even understand.
So low, bro. His testosterone was depleted.
When you say 5 testosterone,
5, bro, and a woman's is 60.
Yeah, but I'm just sitting there saying like, I need to know the measurements because
it goes off of like points.
It's just 5 testosterone. He has 5 testosterone.
Milligrams, grams, ounces, whatever you want.
Some be like, I don't know, liters per ounce of whatever.
That's
I don't know.
I don't know how you measure that, so I can't predict it. But all I know is they said he had 5, and they're just like, "How are you getting out of the bed?" He's just like, "It's super tough." They're like, "Well, what about your sex?" He's like, "I have none." Dick never get hard, dog. Never. You could have to piss in your dick. 5. It's basically 0. You're just like you're a woman.
No, you're probably dead.
Your tits are milking.
You're probably,
oh my god!
Well, no, because women have 60.
Listen to this. Do you know?
How did that trigger anything?
I'll tell you. Do you know what I learned, bro? If you have a C-section, you personally know. You know what I'm saying? A woman. If a woman has a C-section, her tits don't milk because her body doesn't know that she had the baby. How crazy is that?
Is that? It's true. Because I mean, like, I've heard of stories where like women lactate from other babies crying.
It can happen. But what I'm saying is, as far as
vaginal birth.
You having,
you have to have vaginal birth.
Your tits are supposed to melt. My sister's certainly going for it. Currently going through it. She has to wait another week until it's expected for her body to be there because that would have been her time that she was supposed to be induced. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Wow. That's so crazy. And then I was thinking about like, what is powdered formula?
You want to go down that one? Because
What is powdered formula or powdered milk? Period.
Supposedly, the powdered formula isn't milk. It's just supposed to replicate the
But what is it?
vitamins and shit you're getting from mother's milk, but it can't
What
replace
is it?
A supplement, technically, a food supplement.
Why do they just like?
Because they're hungry and they just eat anything. They're not worried about taste yet.
You think it tastes like milk?
I think it tastes terrible.
You ever
So
taste
they don't
it?
give a fuck. No, I never did. Oh,
It tastes a long time ago. It tasted a little bit of it, I think.
yeah.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah. Wasn't good.
It tastes like when you used to get, what was it? Was it Nesquik that used to come in powder form?
Yeah.
That did not taste good. No.
It was not good.
No,
bro.
that was not good.
If it was a Hershey syrup
Hershey syrup.
out of the bottle.
Or Yoo-Hoo syrup. They had Yoo-Hoo syrup too.
I remember I had an aunt who had the audacity to put chocolate milk made from Hershey syrup and milk in the microwave, heat it up, and call it hot chocolate.
That dumb bitch.
And I was like, what? Hot chocolate Swiss comes out the fucking packet. Straight up.
That's fucked up.
You're what?
That sounds real fucked up, Steve.
I was visiting Ohio. If that explains anything, I'm just like, this is how you do. I'll do things in Ohio. What the fuck?
And fuck this. I'm going back.
And she tried to make the fucking powder shit with water.
Grandma.
I was like, whoa, bitch. Whoa.
Bitch. I want a half and half of lemon pepper wings.
The only people that make hot cocoa with water are people who are selling it at like junior league football games. Like,
true fact.
Like, that's about it.
Okay. What does a house wear to a party? A dress. I mean, Robbie does. I mean, Robbie.
We sitting on that one?
I'm sitting on that one. I'm also sitting on another one. Do you want to hear it?
I do want to hear it, just because I really do enjoy that.
What is the last part? What is the last part of your body to die?
Oh, I forgot what it was called. It was the the eyes.
The pupils.
Yeah, the pupils.
They dilate.
Eyes. They dilate. Yeah, they dilate. It's like. You know what's funny about that?
I like the one that Brian Callen said, where it's like, ask me if I ever killed a man.
You ever killed a man?
Never stopped to check.
I don't like that one that much.
All right, ask me what I would do if some guy came up to me.
What if some guy came up to you?
I'll meet him halfway.
Yeah, again, no, don't hit for me, man.
I love them.
I feel like they're really, really.
I love them.
I don't know, man. I'm not with you on that one.
I love those ones.
Yeah, but that's what I remember like.
I'll meet him halfway, Steve.
Well,
what's up? You coming to me? I'll meet you right there.
My mom was young. When I was younger, like my
up.
mom would call me and do one every day. When I was like,
do you think you're about to fight a big guy and you do like this? Whoa! Do you think that'll work?
Yeah.
You really think so? You'd never be at the balls to risk it.
I'm sorry. I would have a higher percentage. Listen. I would have a higher percentage with black people, bro. I would have a 100% higher percentage with black people, man.
I don't know. Are you sure? Are you sure? I feel like a black guy was like, "Fuck you, fucking ninja bitch, crack up." Just crack up your head. Or a white guy's just like, "I'm only a blue belt," and you're just like,
"Call me sensei."
You know that's my favorite thing.
It might work, but like I feel like I need to learn some more acrobatics to really sell it, bro. I need to do like a tornado like spin, like a twister, like do one of those. Do a couple kicks. I need to really and just really look the part. Then I'll really sell it. Then I think so.
I think all you need is a bandana. Do some flips.
Kill Bill style bandana.
You think it's possible to snatch an eyeball out?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Just straight up one shot? Just Kill Bill style?
Yeah.
No.
It's not much to dislodge the eyeball once you do that. You just grab it.
I think you can push it in, but I don't think you snatch it.
I think like not like a quick like. I had to go in, dig.
You could not just test my retina.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
one.
Try it.
But straight up, like if I
can
push in one shot, and it's like I'm saying you can do it. It's not hard to.
The eyes are so fragile.
It's not hard to like
Everything,
pop an eye out. Man.
Every species' eyes are fragile. If you take both their eyes out, they're fucked. So that's a bad. All right, insect.
Maybe a snake.
You know they cut a snake's head off, it grows back. Did you know that?
No, they don't.
That's true.
No, they don't. No,
That's
they
true.
don't, man.
It'll live on. It'll live on.
It'll live maybe for 5 minutes, but
Look it up.
It won't grow back.
Look it up.
Snakes don't grow heads.
Look it up, bro. Look it up.
Yo, Look
it up.
Yeah, I know this is 100%.
Just get to the bottom of it. Can a snake grow its head back? Let's get to the bottom of that.
They don't.
I think there's a snake that can. Like,
what the fuck? Your little worm, no, that's a worm.
what's up, dog?
By the time a snake has lost its head, it's dead, and the basic body functions have ceased.
Oh, Steve. Okay, I got it mixed up.
Worms.
No, bro. You know what it is?
Some worms do.
Listen, this is what it is. Now remember from all my nature shows, bitch. When you cut a snake's head off, you have to get rid of the head, not the body, because it does live on afterwards and it's still venomous.
Yeah.
People step on snakes' heads and they bite them.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
I'm not sure we got heads growing back.
Listen, I will tell you some truthful shit here. There was a guy that lied to me at work today. Just to clear that up. When we're in the workshop. Number 2, though, I will tell you a truthful one. Snow crabs. If you just take a leg off of them, it does grow back.
Snow crabs out about that one.
That's true.
I think they just stay
100%.
gone forever.
Look at it. You can take a crab's leg off and it will grow back.
How come I still get him in the bag without claws?
Regenerative power, bitch. You know it, an iguana can lose its tail. That's fact, right?
And octopuses
can still
regrow their
operate.
Arms. No, they can regrow their arms.
They can also still operate the arm, right? Or the arm still operates.
It operates itself.
Yeah. It has neurons in it.
I can regenerate them over time. Like breaks off a special joint before molting a new limb, bud.
And that was for the crabs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so fuck you.
I believe all crabs.
Now listen.
Fuck you, man.
How do we get
You're wrong about snakes.
How do we get shit regenerated?
I get what?
How do we regenerate shit?
Stem cells?
Here's what I was learning about, like,
straight up.
Remember I was talking to you about, like, why are we so smart? I got to the bottom of some of that. It was basically just saying, like, of course, there's the theories that we talked about, you know, but basically saying, like, we adapt to do what we had to do, you know, and that's why it's special. It was like, if you ask a squirrel to get, you know, to do math, it's not good, you know, but he asked it to get a nut and it's good.
That's why.
Then, just roll with me real quick. Then I learned that, well, the biggest brain on the planet is an elephant, which is 13 pounds, and it has the most neurons in it. So then they say, well, why doesn't more neurons equal the most intelligence? Well, because it's where the neuron placement's at.
Yeah.
So then, like, ours is in our cerebral cortex.
Yeah,
Where, like, that's a lot of, like, language and
thinking and
better for thinking and shit. Where theirs is in, like, control of body type of brain. That's why they're allowed to control their trunk.
Yeah.
So they were saying, like, if you asked a human to control a trunk, they couldn't. If you asked a elephant to build a bomb, they couldn't. You know, Same thing there. But then there was a weird thing of a human. If you base throughout species weight off of brain size, our brains are 7 times bigger than they should be. 3 pounds.
Yes.
And that's 7 times bigger than they should be if you go off the rest of the species.
And the one thing with, like, our brains actually shrinking in size is that our brains are actually becoming more efficient. We become more efficient as we continue to evolve and learn more and whatnot.
And that's why the cooking theory is what works good, right? Because you got a bigger brain, you need more. Because, like, we have a bigger brain than a lot of primates. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we needed more calories to keep that shit going. The weird thing is a gorilla has fingerprints. Do you know that?
I mean, I think,
just like a human. So then I was wondering, could there be a gorilla fingerprint database?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Because if it's
what about
unique,
a gorilla nut base, bro? Semen. Because they all got different semen.
Oh, of course.
99% close to a monkey, though? That's pretty weird, right? Or is it orangutan?
It was a banana.
A banana dog?
We're actually pretty close genetically to bananas.
No. You're absolutely wrong.
Yes.
You're absolutely wrong about that.
Yes,
that's monkeys, bro.
No. We're pretty close to bananas,
We're more like a banana than anything. You're absolutely wrong about that, Steve. I'm sorry, dude. I can't even believe you gotta look that up. You think they were genetically equivalent to bananas, dog? It's like it's the worst argument you ever made. I feel like. Do you know something I don't? Well, what the fuck? What possibly could a banana do that we can?
So, gene sequencing reveals that we have more in common with bananas, chickens, and fruit flies than you may expect.
Okay. Okay, we have more in common.
Okay, so hold up.
Fruit flies, huh?
Banana more than 60% identical.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're saying that maybe 60% of that is identical to us, but we're not 60% identical to a banana.
What?
That's what you're saying.
What'd she say?
You're saying a banana. I think they're saying a banana there, if that's even true. I don't even believe that, honestly. But just to justify it, I feel like they're saying the banana may have 60% of traits of us, but we're not 60% the traits of a banana, dog. There's no way. I won't believe it. I will never believe it, dog. There's not enough science in the world that can make me believe that. A fucking banana?
You only make so like the things
A fucking banana.
The second thing to keep in mind is that genes, which are the regions of DNA that code for these proteins, can only make up 2% of your DNA. I don't know. We're going too deep into this.
Bro, I don't even think it's an argument.
We're all relatives.
We're not but bananas. We could not be bananas and fruit flies. I'll be fucking damned. They are 60% us. We're not 60% them. But we got big ass fucking brains.
It doesn't really, yeah, no, it doesn't. It's so hard to, so long to find a thing. But whatever.
All these fucking brains. All these fucking brains on this planet just doing dumb shit.
Yeah, I remember we had a big animal argument a while ago when we were talking about like animals feeling. We were talking about like wolves and shit. Like that was one of the big things I was saying was just like
I got really deep.
Wolves are like,
but listen,
really into being wolves.
But Steve, you know what I learned is a lot of prior animal science was wrong, dog. A lot of it was wrong.
Like what?
They did very stupid experiments to determine things, basically. Like a lot of shit revolves around them rewarding animals that give them the answer they want. So, for example, like they believe that elephants couldn't see reflection. That was one that's clearly proven wrong. That was a scientific experiment. That was scientific fact at one point. It's crazy.
I've never heard of it.
It's crazy. Now they've got other shit coming out. Recent test show. Obviously, you don't know how construed, I believe that's the word, these tests are. But recent tests showed that rats regret bad decisions. There's a couple other ones I can't remember, but that's one that stuck with me.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's another one with something with owls. Owls can remember a face or some shit like that.
Crows mourn. They mourn death. Only they do. Crows are really smart.
Regretting decisions, though, that would establish consciousness.
Recognizing death? Recognizing your own mortality?
I feel like death is like something easily recognizable, though. But when you recognize consciousness, that's the one thing that they say separates us, So that would close a big gap there.
I feel like that still would only really come into when it's like, oh, I chose the wrong food source. Not like, oh, I fucked the wrong rat. I should have fucked the other rat, You know what I'm saying?
Who are you to say?
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know.
I'm just saying,
I feel like it's like, hey, I fucked a whore. I fucked a whore rat. No, listen, like seriously, what if it was like I shouldn't have came in this house? That could be why, right?
Yeah, but I think if it was something like that, it would be more like
there's always got traps
it's cold.
Out.
It's cold. Yeah, people die here.
Always got traps out. I remember I was at the other house last year. No traps.
Food everywhere.
There's food everywhere.
It was great. Why did we move?
Why did we go to the trap house?
We wanted a bigger house. Why?
That's how it got called trap house when I started.
Bigger house, more traps. Everyone knows the same.
Dumb. We didn't go to apartments.
You talked to George. He said the same thing. He's been to bigger houses.
Bro, I think some sick shit is when they show like them barn mouse traps. You ever see how like a countryman makes a mouse trap?
I thought they were just like the electric ones.
It's a 50-gallon barrel that they're doing, and then they'll do like a big metal bar between it, and then they're like peanut butter up the bar, and like rat after rat will try to go to the middle of this bar to drink them, to like eat the peanut butter,
right?
And they'll just flip over and put them in water and drown them. They come out the next day. It was like 25 rats. So
just dead.
Field rats.
Dead.
I guess that's what it is.
Big as fuck.
You big as fuck.
Dead.
But it's funny how many of them will keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But like a mouse, if a mouse likes, you can't use the same trap twice. You know what I mean?
Right.
A mouse will smell death.
A lot of I don't know. I'm surprised. Well, we must be too big because like rats that we have here in the city can swim. You know, so, I mean that wouldn't work.
No, but the thing, bro, you can't swim forever. They're in a 50-gallon barrel. There's nowhere to go.
Oh, so like, is it trapped in the water?
It's a 50-gallon barrel, right?
Yeah.
And then there's holes in the top, and there's a metal pole going through the top, and that's with peanut butter.
Yeah.
When they come to it, they climb up there, they step into the middle, it flips over, they go down into water this high. They're out there for 12 hours.
Yeah.
You can't swim forever.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
You drown.
I got you. Dead. I got the picture.
Life in your line, how long can you swim? What do you think? You swim for 2 hours?
I got Bob.
That's a long time.
I don't know if I could swim for 2 hours, but I mean like 100%. But I mean like I could float.
Think about how slow time goes by in the water.
I'm really good at that, and I can swim some more, and I can float, swim and float. I mean like.
And then like 40 minutes went by.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro.
And you're just like.
I might not get too far in like 2 hours, but I feel like I might get some distance, but I don't know, man. I'm not a strong swimmer. I'll say that for straight up. I'm not a strong swimmer at all, man.
Steve thinks he can last 2 hours. What another fucking cast, a Friday Ferg cast. Thank you for tuning into the Shit Show Live.
Is he swimming?
We're gonna test Steve out one day. Listen, we're gonna do a bet. You owe me nothing. If you can swim for 2 hours straight, I will give you $20.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to hammer out the details. Like, what's technically, because I mean, like, my whole idea is that, like, I'll float a little bit.
If you can stay up without touching the ground for 2 hours,
okay,
you got $20. Okay.
We'll do it when I go work out, at the pool.
I can't wait for some
there
burgers and some shrimp kebabs, dog, from old Baker Chef. Okay. I'm looking forward to that this summer, this spring, whatever.
You're here with the fucking flat grill.
I gotta make some food, guy. I'm hungry.
I'm starving, bro.
Love you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Friday cast. Enjoy your weekend. Let's go, Javante.